Can we not roll yet? That's a nat one plus 4.
Yay. Okay.
With advantage, 16.
16. You, with the net one, there's not much you get. You can see that they are, of the people in the box, they are watching the fight, but as to why they're watching the fight is difficult to ascertain. Whether they're enjoying it, whether they don't enjoy it, they're watching it at least. They're watching the TV. 16 as a general. You can hear that there is, not from the gift, but from the others that are in the box, there is an uncertainty and a bit of questioning that's going on, or like gossiping. People are talking about why the need for all this. Why is there such a need for increased security here in the box? Why have they got so many like guards? And then they make, with a 16, so they would make note to the metal men in there. That it seems like this level of guard force, this level of guard force in terms of like the technology that's being used as well, is increased to what they've been seen before. And there's a few of them that are kind of gossiping between each other or throwing quips out as to why they are the ones that need protected. Like, surely that would be better placed down with the ruffians, not up here in the box. But yeah, that these metal men being noted, at least. Preacher and Gimbar, you have the middle seat.
That's
Preacher first.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Does Rahm give an aura, like a different, like an aura of divinity about him? Like,
he is very unemotional. So you can see, even when they came out and greeted the crowd, where the king and queen would kind of give a wave and move around, his was more just kind of like a one hand salute, that'd be dangerous. But doesn't like wave, isn't smiling, just came out, did the signals that he was supposed to, and then as he has been watching, if you've been watching him as he's been watching the fight, he doesn't really react at all. So there's like a stoicism, there's just an unemotional front to Rahm as you are perceiving him at this time.
does anyone interact with him during? I suppose can I use my perception check to see if anyone's interacting with him, or is he just left to his own devices, I guess?
Yeah.
Shit, 13.
13. Not that a few of the like squire types will come up, and you see them lean towards his kind of outside ear, and where he is sat, where you're looking at him, he's sat on like the left as you're looking, with the king in the middle and the king's mother, the queen, over onto the right hand side. And it's always on like his outside ear that someone a few times would occasionally just lean down and say something, and then they move away. So no one, and even when those messages are happening, he doesn't seem to move too much on them. But he is being constantly fed information by squires around the place, but no one seemed to interrupt him in this first segment. They seem pretty set on in their seats. He doesn't seem to move or be moved by what is going on. Sweet. The cleaning and whatnot happens as another event is called. Again, the bards, the kind of trumpets and stuff go out, and the bards call
Do
up.
I not get to check?
Oh yeah. I thought you were giving him advantage. Did you not say you gave him advantage?
No, I said I'll let him go first.
Oh, okay, yeah, go for it. Sorry, I thought you said you were giving him advantage.
No, I just wanted to see. He was gonna. He looked at what I was thinking of looking at, so I will go for.
Yep.
If I can pick up any gossip, anything from the crowd around me, from any information, that'd be perception.
Yeah.
Do I get guidance?
Yeah, if he's there to give you guidance.
That's a nat 1, so we'll just ignore that.
It's very busy, very noisy.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Yeah, not going on. Yeah, it's difficult to pick up anything other than what you've seen before. But yeah, no one is making any comments that pick up to you anyway. Sweet. So yeah, again, second, the trumpets go up, the fanfare starts again as the procession starts to go, as the kind of the priests or the bards that come round to decree out what is going on here, as the next cohort of people, prisoners to be judged, are all magic users or have been found to be hiding magic users in the city, and they explain that this is of the highest order. That again, people that that are not with us must be judged. And magic is like a poison that is, if it is left within our body, that it will spread and must be shut out. So these ones, they're expecting to be a little bit more, you'd expect them to be slightly better fighters. Yeah, but these are all rebels, as they would be, kind of leveled up, people that have been harboring. And you hear as that goes up, there's a few more people in the crowd that are a bit more interested in the people that are coming out in the next round. Again, these kind of people fan out and appear there's probably 5 or 6 that come out here. 2 or 3 of them look like they are seasoned warriors, or at least have been trading some sort of fighting. The way they come up with their stance, the way they are prepared to attack and fight straight away. They still only have basic weapons that they've been provided with, no real armor other than some like basic leather armors. But they kind of step out in front, these 3 that step out and kind of guard, and coming up behind them there is a younger, it looks to be like a younger guy, younger human male, and there's an old lady that was a much older lady. I say an old lady, quite small, human, might be a dwarf, gnome, halfling potentially. She's that height, like 3-4 foot, and compared to these guys here, looks very, very small, and is wielding just like a pike that's half being used as a walking stick and half being held. And these kind of 3 warriors that come out have got her stood behind, have got this younger guy stood behind, and then there is another slightly more portly gentleman who has a shield and some arm plates, has a leather tunic on that is undone at the sides because it doesn't do up, who is wielding a short sword, not as confidently. But as they come out, you can see them kind of looking around. The 3 the warriors are getting prepped and ready. And again, the gate on the far side opens up, and a few of these ambush drakes kind of come out and start dancing around, start prepping up. And then there is a gasp that comes out. For those of you like on the side, you'd hear the gasp before you see what's happening, but you hear the sound of wings flapping as a creature that looks not too dissimilar from the green creatures that you saw in the woods comes kind of flying out and lifts up in front of the ambush drakes that are there. And this is a blue scaled creature, stocky like the drake was. Imagine like a kind of shrunk down, slightly skinnier version of Thunderclaw comes out and lifts up, and as they lift up and kind of survey that's there, you hear this crackle of lightning around them as it kind of spits and the lightning kind of strikes and makes contact with the floor in different places. As he kind of looks down, looks sort of too, and sends these drakes out to the side.
It's commanding the drakes.
It looks to be, at the first instance, you hear it, see it look left and right, and then it kind of gives a move, and they all move out together. But this is one
But
that
no
you
language.
haven't seen before. No, I'm just double checking. Pretty sure it doesn't. Was it close enough to hear? It gives a command, whether that command is in Draconic and is heard, or is the command wouldn't be loud enough for everyone to pick up and hear, but you can hear it gives some kind of verbal command in either Draconic or in like a guttural language that these ambush drakes react to, and it shoots off. But this thing just kind of.
If I
floats
try
up.
and listen to the command, it would be a very high DC.
Yeah. If you want to pick up that it was language, yeah.
I do speak Draconic, so I'll give it a go for
Yeah,
disadvantage still.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh,
And then the rest of you, if you wanted to do again nature checks or anything else, then by all means.
that will be a 22 with advantage.
22, nice. This creature is giving very base. You can hear it speaking in or giving out commands in very basic Draconic. So you believe the drakes must understand Draconic at least. But yeah, like a dog.
I wanted to do a check to see if I could work out any kind of relation between them, just seeing the events unfold. Anyway, that was a nature check. I rolled a 1 + 10.
Nice.
My second natural one in a row.
Get them out now. This looks they look similar in that they are clearly in the dragon form, but this one looks more closely related to the ones you fought in the forest, but clearly blue coloration means it must be coming from blue scales. Like you start to piece these bits together, and with the crackling of the lightning that's coming out here, this one clearly has something a little bit more deadly up its sleeve.
Is there any way to... Sorry.
No, go on. Mine's not that important.
Is there any way to try and take a guess at maybe what the scales were used on to produce these kind of creatures?
What you mean, the ritual behind it?
Yeah, I'd imagine they need some kind of creature to use the scales on. And that would make sense to me.
Yeah,
But
from looking at them, they just look similar to the creatures you fought before. But knowing what you know about dragons, that they're a different flavor. They're from a different scale type. They're from a different kind of bloodline of dragon, but without getting the body, very difficult to be able to pick it up. You can just see that they embody seeing the green ambush drakes, piecing them together with the green flying ones you've seen before, and then seeing the kind of drake that was here before. Now you've got this flying version that's kind of stuck up. Then you had Thunderclaw. You can see that there is whatever is happening, there is parts of it that they're either getting better at doing, or that they are using different something different in the ritual to create different versions. But they all have the characteristics in the end of the dragon from which the scales come from. So this blue flying dragon type creature would have a bit of the horn coming through as well, which is like blue dragons. Lightning dragons have the big protruding horn. The drake had the big protruding horn like a rhino, and this one has a smaller horn but has the horn there. So you can see that whatever the scale type is, that is driving a lot of what's going on here. But clearly there is something else, that whether that be expertise, time, ingredients going in, something is happening along the line that takes you from either getting a drake or getting a thunderclaw, and there's a scale between.
Last thing, sorry, Ben, I know you got something to do.
No,
now can I try and listen in to the Githyanki, especially if Tiju's there, to see their reaction to this creature?
Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do that check now, but it will take place of your check at the end.
Okay. Cool. That'll be a 17 with advantage.
Nice, cool. So yeah, we'll pick that up on the end of the fight. So yeah, did anyone else sorry, Ben, what we had?
Two things. Actually, is Yelos here, and who's he with?
Oh yeah, I wrote Yelos down. Yelos is with you guys in the middle. Here's my skills.
Right. Two things. What's his reaction to all this? I don't want to use my check on this. I use my check on something else. But
yeah. I mean, he's following he wouldn't have seen these things before.
No.
So he is, seeing the creatures come out and seeing the fight happen. He's kind of like wide-eyed, not speaking.
And the actual check I want to make, It's how the wyverns are reacting to all these other creatures coming out.
Yep.
What would I need for that? Investigation,
Perception, nature, survival.
I mean, they're all the same plus anyway, those
Yeah.
three, so. I'll take a guidance with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be 18 altogether.
18. You see the wyverns are when the fights are not happening, they're very calm. When the fights are happening, they seem a little agitated. You see 18. You see
Are they sort of not chained up, but are they restrained anyway, so they don't fly off? They're just
No.
free.
you see one of them gets a little more agitated as this kind of and we'll say like this is as the fight is going on, right? So you guys are performing these checks over like a 20-30 minute assassination of these poor people. You see as like one or two of them go down, that one of them kind of gets up on their feet and starts like left to right getting ready to move. You at that point as you're like, ooh, and it's not enough that people like stop and turn around and look, but you're looking for it, right? You're noticing it as it starts to move. You can see it's getting agitated. You notice that Rahm puts one hand, just puts a hand and a finger up, and then as he brings it down, the wyvern kind of settles back down. But they are free. They flew in here.
Free
They're not
beasts,
so- they
yeah.
are free beasts up there. But yeah, you can see as the fight's going on, one of them starts getting ready to move, and then just a little hand and a little raise down.
Is it getting ready to move as if it wants to join the fight, or
Look
attack
like
the
it's
crowd,
getting
or-
ready either to join a fight or pick up a dinner or whatever it is. It as like some of these ambush drakes are taken down and someone's like screaming and being moved away. You can see this thing is just it looks like it's getting ready to swoop, or it was
Can
getting
I
agitated
tell-
enough to move.
Can I tell if it would attack any of the creatures rather than would it attack anything, or would it?
Do it.
I couldn't tell.
You bet so. All you can see is
Yeah.
like it looked like you as you're watching them to be like, what? How? Why are these creatures like sat here just doing nothing? Are they chained? Are they? And it starts to kind of it wakes up a little and gets a little agitated. What's going on? Only because of seeing the symmetry from across, you just see the hand get raised. The Ram's head does not turn. These creatures are up behind, like perched on the top point of this amphitheater. Just raises a hand.
Are they all
raises
around
it
the
up.
amphitheater, or are they behind where Rahm is?
Behind. They're like perched almost perfectly behind on two on his left and right, up at the very
There's
top
just
of
two
the
of
thing.
them.
Just two of them.
Just two. Okay.
Yeah, one of them stays still, but yeah, as one of them kind of gets moving, very slightly raises a hand and a finger, and then brings it back down, and then you see the kind of wyvern stop, settle, and mosey back down.
And how big are they in comparison to the drake and the flying drake?
The drakes are medium creatures, so they're like 5-6
They're all
foot
medium.
in that field medium, but the wyverns are large. They're large creatures.
They're large creatures.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. They are big enough. Yeah,
Like somewhere between like a drake and a dragon, like in between the two sides.
in
right?
between. Yeah.
Maybe as
they-
big as like Thunderclaw size, or
No,
even
I
as
thought
medium?
was Falcon large. Maybe
I can't
Falcon
remember.
was large. I think he was, but because of their build, because they're more like bats than anything else,
Yeah.
they look bigger. No, I think he was just
Right.
medium as well. He just was a big creature. These are actually large,
Right.
as in like they take up more squares than
Right. Okay.
10 foot by 10 foot, and then with wingspan, it's probably out to like 30 foot their wingspan. So they're
Yeah.
decent size. Like you could get on one.
Yeah.
They're big enough in that instance. But yeah, they're much bigger than these creatures that are fighting.
Like a Nazgul kind of thing,
Yeah,
would I imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, not obviously, but
yeah. I was like, what? Or braid up to the lips. Yeah, but they're larger.
Could I ask two things?
Yep.
With the creatures that are attacking the people, are they eating them or just killing them and moving on to the next one?
Some of them, they're not devouring the bodies, but some of them are taking chunks out of them after they've killed them. But because essentially as they're fighting, there's more to kill. They're still, it's like hunt to kill everything that's here. And then as it finishes, they're kind of getting called to finish. But there's one or two of them that if they get someone away,
Like rip an arm, they'll
they'll-
swallow it, sort of thing.
they'll eat it.
And then please could I look back at Zavirax and Ozari and see if they seem to be enjoying what's going on, or are they still deep in conversation?
Yep. You can see, so we'll say this one, we'll save the checks for after. You can see during this whole thing, as you look up, because again, you see this this flying blue dragon abomination come out and attack, and they stay in this kind of heated conversation the whole way through.
So I can see it's heated.
You can see that just the exchange backwards and forwards is intense enough
Just
that they are
constant.
not breaking up. Yeah, they don't turn to break up. Did you want to roll anything for the creatures or the fight that is going on, or we roll forward to box
No,
check?
someone else can.
Yeah, you don't have to. It just does. It's a newer creature you've seen. Is anyone else same?
Yeah. So.
Cool.
So.
This fight continues. A few of the one or two of the warriors. Not one or two of the warriors. One of the warriors gets taken out, trying to defend and move around as they kind of all start to get surrounded. The slightly portly guy gets taken out by ambush drake, gets a leg whipped off and eaten straight away. One of the warriors goes down protected. So there's two warriors and this this younger guy and this older lady, as they are kind of circling into the middle, and you can hear people it's weird, getting excited. They know what's coming, but as you can see these ambush drakes as they're moving around, a bit like the way that this flying I'll call it blue wrath. It's called a blue wrath. This creature, this dragonoid, as it is using the ambush drakes like sheepdog, it is herding these guys. It has maneuvered these people around. So the three creatures, the two ambush drakes in itself, are just honing in, squeezing them into the central wall. And you can hear the people kind of getting excited, seeing what's going on, watching this happen from the top. Again, a bit like a nature documentary. You're watching these animals in play go. And you can see that this blue wrath is enjoying what's going on here. He's playing with his food somewhat as this lightning breath, like sharps, shoots out and kind of hits the ground near one of them, shoots out and hits the ground near another, just again to keep them moving back as the ambush drakes are getting ready to spawn. And then right towards the end, this blue wrath kind of, it only flies up about 25 feet in the air, so barely above. It would barely get above the pit entrance. Kind of holds its wings in and dives down and just burrows into the sand and starts a bit like a sandworm, but much smaller, just shooting towards these guys here as they all kind of move up towards. And as the ambush drakes kind of all go to pounce at once, you just see a flash of blue light, which lights up like a little radiant light explosion in the middle of the amphitheater, and the blue wraith comes flying out of the ground up into the air, and what is left when the dust settles and the light clears is nothing. The woman and the two people are gone. The ambush drakes are looking around, and this blue wraith that comes up is looking down, is expected to kind of pounce up and grab someone, is looking around for no one there, as it kind of looks all around the amphitheater, and you hear people start to murmur about what's gone on. Anyone that has proficiency in Arcana can roll an Arcana check for me.
That is a 19.
Nice. You've just seen some form of teleportation. The flash that happened was some form of teleportation spell, as these people that were in there disappeared just at the right time as these things attack. And as they're looking around now, you can see that the drakes aren't sure, and clearly this was not what's supposed to go on. But people around you are kind of murmuring. No one really knows what's going on. You hear trumpets start to play. Trumpets start going off as people start looking about, as the gates open and one of the handlers comes out, as the bards come out and start trying to calm the murmuring. as whatever was supposed to happen in this final moment has not happened. Magic has been used right in the middle, that's been seen here, and you see a load of guards that are positioned around the ring on the inside here all start to I suppose you guys would notice it as casting magic. They are going to start casting out detect magic. They're going to start casting out their spells for hunting down magic casters as you see them all kind of spring into action. Now, having this happened, having the tanner go out and the bars start moving, clearly there is some disruption that's happened here that is going to cause a delay. So as that's going on, you will have a chance to again spy on your boxes. The noblemen, the people that were in the boxes, are paying a bit more attention. There's this murmur going on, something's gone wrong. Again, human nature, that something going wrong makes everyone a little bit more excited than everything going correct. The guards that are in the amphitheater are clearly using detect magic type spells to try and hunt out and find out what's going on here, as the murmur and a bit of agitation in the crowd just loosens everybody up a little bit. So, Costa, you had your 17 roll for your the Githyanki. You can see that they are watching and discussing the flying dragon. Definitely, they've seen this beast come out, and there are talks about the use of. You know that the Githyanki have a pact with red dragons, and you can hear the Githyanki talking about the use of a pact with other types, like how other dragon abilities could be useful other than fire breath. Like you've got poison going on. You can hear them. They are very interested in that creature that's happened here. Give less of a toss about the magic that's happened after, but you can hear that they are talking about that creature and the interest of different magical abilities of dragons.
Cool.
Merrin, we might as well go around the boxes still. Anything as this commotion goes on that you want to pick up?
I'm kind of in two minds because I feel like Merrin would be quite concerned about the situation that's unfolding, and so he kind of get distracted from his job of trying to listen in to see what's going in the boxes. I feel like he'd be too distracted to do that, so I don't think I'm going to do anything for now, just given the context. But maybe as things progress, I might just get back into this is what I'm supposed to be doing mode.
So pick up on the next round if there's something you want to grab into. Zilna Willow.
In seeing the guards acting like this, I think I'm gonna be keeping an eye on them to track their kind of movements, because obviously all of us have magic.
What? No.
So keeping a very careful eye on their movements, so that to see that none of us are going to get caught up in this.
Yeah. Give me a.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah, can be. Yeah. So I'm going to use both your rolls.
So was that the perception?
Perception, or so you're trying to. Perception would be to watch and track their movements. You could maybe argue with something else if you want to try and stay, maybe like an arcana or something, if you wanted to use your knowledge of what they might be able to do to your advantage.
I mean, I'll take that if I can.
Yeah.
That's gonna hopefully work better in my favour. That's 21.
21, nice. You know from what the limited knowledge that Merrin picked up on the hunter's abilities that it's not a pinpoint. Their abilities aren't pinpoint, but you know that there are spells like detect magic, which are pinpoint, but they only work within 30 feet. So as long as you guys stay outside of the 30-foot range of the guards, you don't think they could pinpoint you exactly. Okay. You do notice that more than half of the ones that are the guards leave the amphitheater. They leave the general consumer bases. So as you're kind of being like, well, let's just stay away and see what's going on, where there might have been like 2 guards placed, One of them is kind of meandering about the rows, the individual segments of seating. The other one went back down the stairs, back towards the front. So you get the feeling that they are maybe more concerned with leaving the amphitheater than necessarily the people that are inside. But yeah, with that, you can just, as long as you are maintaining and keeping yourself outside of the range of these towers within 30 foot, that you know that they can't pinpoint you exactly. They just know that there would be magic within a huge radius, which is only partially useful.
Although the people around us obviously were confused about they vanished.
Yep.
Do any of them look nervous?
Yes. Nervous in that something's gone wrong, and a few would know that when magic is used, bad things don't happen. The use of magic never leads to something good happening in the town. So I think a general, I don't think anyone. You could roll to see if there's anyone around you was particularly looking fearful, but the general would be that just like, oh,
unease sort of thing.
No, the towns don't like it when their things don't go right.
Could I roll just to see if anyone around us is particularly nervous?
Yeah.
Under the assumption that they might be magic.
Mm-hmm.
Perception?
Yeah. Or insight.
Oh, never mind. I rolled perception. I rolled a 6. So. Okay.
No, there's I said, there's a lot of murmuring going on. There's a lot of movement as people are trying to. There's a lot of gossip. But like, what was supposed to happen? What's it? Where did they go? I mean, it's never good when magic is used like last time. So there's just a lot of general vibes. But yeah, I would say there would be a general level of fear. I'm just like, they don't like it when someone fucks with their stuff. But yeah, these guys literally poofed out of nowhere. Sweet, Ginbar and Preacher. You can see that there is across the boxes now. There's a bit more movement. Rahm, on the disappearance of people, Rahm has stood up.
That's what I was looking for, to see what Rahm's reaction was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
He's stood up, but yeah, you can keep an eye on him for what he does from there. But yeah, you can see as they disappear that he stands up.
Yeah, I'll watch what he does after saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Can we see anyone else in the boxes or box?
Yep.
React to the magic being used, or does anyone leave the box instantly, or does someone come running in?
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me your tricks.
I will help Reese with this picture.
Cool. First one's a 16, and I'll do it again. Hey, that's better. 25.
25. Nice. Yeah, you see Rahm stands up, and a few people, you can see a few of the squires and the guards that are in that box almost immediately start to panic because something bad's happened, and they're clearly the man not happy. As Rahm stands up with a 25, you notice both wyverns don't stand to attention, but both their noses come up to find out what has gone on, or to wait, almost like a sheepdog waiting on order. Like they rise as they see Rahm rise to await something, and then you see the movement of a lot of guards back and forward. 25, Jesus. You see two automatons that were based at the back towards the back of the box that were not moving, start to move up and lead and start to move out towards the back, as well as a few of the guards here. So again, even within the box's presence, that some of the Talon guards are starting to leave and find out what's going on there. So it seems like an order of some sort has been given. You would assume to go and try and find out where the hell these people have gone, or what the hell has happened here. So yeah, a few automatons leave, a few of the guards leave. A lot of them look a bit more shaky, and then towards the once a minute or so, 2 minutes have gone by, Rahm makes his way just behind the chairs a few steps, and coming into the central box is Zari and Zafira. They move from the left-hand box into the middle, and you, from the position of Rahm as like he is taller than both of them. Position of his body isn't great for kind of picking up exactly what's going on, but roll an insight check on top of your perception, Preacher.
So, right, there we are. 15.
15. You can see Rahm is again remaining kind of like emotionless, doesn't gesticulate with his hands. If he is talking, like isn't making it isn't moving in any way to show that he's like having a conversation on what's going on. But you can see Azari's face over the corner. You can see the body movements of the bronze dragonborn, and she is just gesticulating quite a lot and clearly getting either getting something off her chest or saying something, having a dialogue with Rahm and Zephyrax that is that she is either annoyed about or is passionate about. There's a lot of movement going on here, and that you're good at judging people, right? It's one of your things. So you can see that there is something that's not sitting well with Azari, with Rahm and Zephyrax as a 3, and Azari is the one that is passionate or annoyed about whatever that situation is, and on the end of that altercation, she leaves at the same time. So as the guards and stuff are gone, a minute later they're having this conversation, and then Azari leaves out the back as well, leaving just Zephyrax and Rahm.
Can I make a history check, Herb? Not on anything here, but from what I've seen of Rahm, like a Goliath kind of build.
Yep.
Have I ever heard any tales of like Goliath kind of people having any kind of relationship with dragons or dragonborn?
You can roll a history check.
I will not use guidance, seeing as people are related at this point in time. It's only a 9.
9, no. Only thing you know about giants and dragons is that they're supposed to hate each other. But there's something odd. You've never seen a gold inlay Goliath either, or heard of a Goliath with gold inlay as well. Cool.
I don't think I picked up on the gold with my perception.
You
I'm
not in detail, but you'd see just from
I would have
Federation.
explained as well what I saw at the church.
Yes, you would have, from the church, the pictures, the
right, okay.
depictions of,
yeah.
And as they, especially from your angle, you're looking kind of like the back of just this like very well built Goliath built humanoid creature, and you can see the glint in the midday sunlight that there is. If it's a very like fine jewelry and clothing that's on. Otherwise, it is like a golden tattoo that is within the skin,
right.
which is very unusual. There's the build of the man is a mix of lots of things, but not one thing in totality.
Right. Okay.
Sweet. So they have those chats. You hear the bits going on. The guards are kind of moving. You keep yourself away from the guards as they're moving around. And then there is drums that start to just play, like almost like a bit like a Viking drum, just like starts low, and then it gets louder and gets louder and gets quicker as they're trying to sedate and control the crowd in a different way. What was supposed to happen here did not happen. The ambush drakes and the blue wraith that kind of cleared away. As the drums start playing, you see coming out of the prisoner gate previously being pulled out by a load of either slaves or guards or work staff, whoever they are, being pulled by these 4 cars on a large back of a large wagon, low to the ground wagon, is a platform, big wooden platform with two larger wooden poles at either end of the platform. Platform's about 20 foot across maybe, and they're pulling this out through the sand to the middle as these drums are building up and building up and building up. As it gets set in the middle, they leave and move out, leaving this wooden platform, 2 big sticks, 2 big poles on either side of it in the center of this platform that's here. As the drums are playing, and there must be multiple drums playing because the beat at which they're playing is loud enough that it drowns out the conversation. It forces people to shut up, essentially. It's just this constant drumming beat that is shaking the foundations that are here. The Talon guards that were moving out and about, imagine they've been moving out and about for like 15, 20 minutes. They are back on station point. There's only half as many guards as there were before. And they're trying to, again, this calm, this get back to normal, this drum beat is building up to something as you see Rahm step forward right to the front of the box in front of the king and steps out in front of the crowd. Kind of, you see him stand there. You see him start, where the sun is beaming down now, start to glint as, again, he just raises one hand up and the drums stop. Silence falls over the amphitheater as he speaks in a voice that you can make, but is of such a low rumbling cadence. Sounds like a mountain is talking. The drums were loud, and you could feel in the ground. The voice that comes out is not quite as loud as that, but you almost feels like you can feel the voice reverberating through your skin as he kind of addresses the whole crowd as the silence falls. It says, "Children of Rahm, hear me. You have all gathered beneath my light to witness not a punishment, but a cleansing. Not acts of cruelty, but acts of salvation. For too long, you suffered beneath the chains of lies. False gods have fed upon your hopes, and I came amongst you, descended from glory to walk beside you. I came to reveal truth." And you feel like that just like runs out. "There are those that hear truth and choose deception. Those who see the path of salvation and deliberately turn from it. Such men are not merely ignorant, they are a danger. The king's brother," as he kind of gestates back towards the young king, "stands before us as one such man," as you see being dragged from the prisoner entrance. Being dragged, kind of like his feet dragging on the floor, in tattered noble wear, is a man that could easily resemble Prince Edmund, the man that most of you, not even most of you, 4 of you, met at the original meeting. From the distance you're at, difficult to pinpoint exactly, but as he announces the king's brother, a man that looks very, very much like him is getting dragged out into the middle by 2 gold ornamented Talon guards. They take him up as this kind of speech is going on, and with each of those large poles are attached to like these golden chains with like essentially like golden handcuffs on the end of these chains, and the king's brother is attached to each of them and then cranks on those are pulled, where his body is kind of pulled up and across, balancing just on his tiptoes and his arms being stretched out a little bit like a rack, but not fully. It's not tearing him apart, but it's holding him up as his head is dropped down in a noble enough regalia that he looks like a nobleman. "He heard the creed. He was offered forgiveness, yet instead of joining us all, he worked against us all. Instead of defending the truth, he sheltered lies." And again, lies kind of like lingers in the air. "Some of you may ask, why not spare him? Why not show mercy? Mercy without justice is surrender. A poison left in the body will spread. A spark ignored today becomes an inferno that burns your home tomorrow." As again lingers out. "If one man can be protected by title and bloodline, if one man may openly defy the flame without consequence, then what lesson does that teach us? It teaches us that truth is optional. It teaches us that loyalty is negotiable. It teaches us that those with power stand above judgment. No! And that, like the drums again, ribs out. And I think the drums will probably play at the same time just to like add emphasis to the words. Under the gaze of Rahm, we are all equal. Beggar and king, brother and ruler. This is not an execution. Oh, no, sorry. This execution is not vengeance. It is a warning. And as he says this, and kind of starts to raise his hands, the two wyverns kind of perk up, and they take flight as they start to circle around the pit above, kind of like not quite tornadoing down, but slowly making their way into the pit. As they swing around you, you feel like the wind brushing as they fly past. It is a warning, a declaration, a promise. And these wyverns start to dive down towards the king's brother. Wyverns are hunting creatures. You can see that as they dive down, they are ambush creatures. They have this large tail, this large stinger tail, and as they come down one at a time and swing down, as he calls in, says a declaration of promise, that one of the wyverns kind of rears up the last minute, spins and stings through the back of the king's brother as he kind of jolts forward as this stinger shoots through his body, and you just see the tip kind of come out the front of his chest. As it withdraws its tail and spins up again, the other one comes down, hits him again from the front, and you hear people gasp as these hits go. Almost the sound of the hit, the sound effect you're hearing is the people around you gasping as everyone's watching these wyverns kind of swoop up and at low rate swoop down and hit the prince's brother, Prince Edmund, take these two big hits. His head still faltering as he kind of looks up, the blood kind of pouring from the wound left in his chest. As Rahm now with his hands kind of out in an open gesture to the amphitheater. This is the talons of Rahm. My talons will not falter. We will not permit the enemies of truth to spread their corruption amongst the faithful. Let every kingdom hear of this day. Let every servant of false gods understand what awaits those who place deception above truth. And the wyvern shoots down and just takes the head off of the prince's brother. One clean bite and gets decapitated. You hear people gasp. Some people start screaming. Some people start crying as what is left hanging from this kind of open area is just a headless man with blood starting to pour out. The drums start up again as Rahm kind of turns and makes his way back and leaves the amphitheater, or leaves the top box there. The king and the queen are still sat there, and the people in the boxes to the side are still there. Zephyrax is still around for now. And you see the drums go up and people start to kind of cheer out around. The wyverns then kind of drop down and finish up the job. The wyverns completely eat the body of the king's brother before flying up and leaving the amphitheater. Just this scene of what was an execution booth, what was this platform. And as the drums kind of beat to the crescendo and die down, there is just this murmuring around the whole thing where people are clearly unsure of what's happened or shocked by what's happening. And then you start to see some priests, some Talon priests just appear towards the front, near where the bards and the guys were kind of calling out, and they all start reciting the creed loud enough that you hear it just start to pick up. And for the rest of you, you haven't heard the creed spoken before, but Willow, you recognize it pretty quickly.
I would as well, but I suppose they're on the side, aren't they?
When did you? No, the one that was.
Would I not have heard it when I was joining them? Or is this a different thing? Am I misunderstanding?
Yeah, this is a different thing. So
yeah.
This is
Oh,
purely
this is the church
religious
thing.
The church thing. And as they
Yeah,
start
sorry.
reading it out now, the rest of you just hear and kind of reacting to what is happening around. But yeah, Willow, you cotton on pretty quickly. Preacher, you would have heard of and understand this as well. But as they start speaking it, these preachers appear and start chanting it to the crowd, and the crowd start to pick it up, and then you get this amphitheater that probably 50%, maybe 60% are reciting back this creed as the drums have finished, as Rahm leaves the amphitheater, as the king and queen sat, or the king and the queen's mother is sat up, and then there are just smatterings of people that are just distraught as the central platform is kind of wheeled out, and the creed finishes, and they start to talk about the next event that's going on. Another amount of people are going in, but the Rahm himself has left, and the king, the king's brother, has apparently been executed by Wyvern. We will take a pause for a pee break there, but at this point, you can see that, yes, a lot of people are starting to leave from the boxes. The main boxes, Rahm has left, the king and queen are still there, a few of the merchant guild guys are there. But yeah, spotting who's going to stay around or who's going to leave. Some people, after that, will start to leave, but there are still many events to happen in the rest of this day. But Rahm has left after this point. So you can see that like the big crescendo has happened here at this point. And then what you would like to do after that, whether you want to stay and see the rest of them, or you want to go out and investigate, it's up to you. But we will take a pause there, have a little pee break, think about the poor king. Read to talk about his feet.
Excuse me. keep that for out of stream conversations.
That was off stream conversations. Right, never be. Oh. Nice.
I feel like there was so much going on.
Yeah.
I feel like there was loads of. Actually, we'll discuss that later.
There's quite a lot to go.
Ba ba bum bum ba ba bum bum.
Sway his balls, man. There is lots. It's a busy old town. Dirty old town. Can say it's not Saga.
Is that our little Zaggy, the little blue thing?
No.
I'm
He's
just going
dead.
to quickly do me resub. Didn't work yesterday.
Didn't work.
Well, it does it. Like it does it and lets me do the music thing. Not the music thing, like the talking thing, but
62-month resub.
then doesn't count.
Doesn't count. God damn
Yeah.
it.
So the next time I go in, it's like resubscribe.
What the fuck? Jeffrey.
Fuck you,
Hub's
Jim.
Hub's just set it up so that you give him infinite money. It's an
Double.
infinite money glitch.
What?
Double each month.
From Jeffrey. Come on, Jeffrey, you can do it. Give me money.
What's going on?
Jeffrey Bezos, give me money.
And I thought the little blue thing might be little Zaggy.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
excited.
Zaggy's not little. What are you talking about?
Well,
Also,
he said he was fat or something, so I was like, oh, that's Zaggy.
he also called him an abomination, which does
Yeah.
fit.
It
Does fit the
true.
MO of Saga.
Yeah.
Fits.
A little stocky abomination.
Kind of fits.
It's quite charismatic as Rahm, isn't he?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Ram.
Are you converting or?
He had me convinced, yeah.
I hate his guts.
What?
Was it his words or was it biting off the head of a person that had you convinced?
That was the dragon thing.
Oh. A column A, bit column B.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh, dearie me. He's dead.
What was the king's reaction to
We can find out
his
now.
brother being king?
We can find out. Is everyone back? Let's see if
Yeah.
everyone's back. Nice. Sweet. I do. I need to drink some water. In my head, I was going to do like a Bane voice, and I thought, no, that sounds stupid. I can't do that. I'll pretend it was a deep voice. But yes, Rahm has left the building. So you have choices ahead of you. You can stay, find out stuff from the aftermath. You can leave now, where some of the people are leaving. You can see what else is coming on, or like I said, you can roll checks to see at any point during that. Because obviously, I just spoke for a period of time. If there's any point within what was happening, there were any checks you wanted to roll, we can kind of retcon them in now. So Rama stood up, given a speech. Wyverns have come down, eaten the prince's brother in front of everybody here, declaring him
Princes or kings?
the king. Sorry, the king's brother.
So, okay.
Because he's called Prince in the GM.
Yeah.
Yes, eating him, declaring him a non-truth speaker, standing in the way, and that everyone is equal. You should not be protected because you are the brother of the king. Everyone under Rahm is one of us.
Yes. Yes.
Anything you want to check?
I guess during the whole king's brother thing, I want to
Mm-hmm.
see what the king's reaction to it was.
Yep.
Would that be perception or insight?
Eva?
The same pluses anyway, so 13.
13. You are quite far away.
Yes.
With a 13, you can see that the king's mother, the queen mother, during that speech, she is where they're sat on like armed chairs. The queen mother is holding the king's arm, but not like pinning it to the chair, but like you can see that she is leant over and she is grasping him to the chair. The king himself doesn't seem to, with a 16, doesn't. There's a
13,
few
just
13. Okay, there's like a slight movement of the body, a slight jolt, but you're not close and you're not picking up
I'm not
enough
close enough
to see emotional state, to see anything else. All you can see is that the queen, as that is happening, that the queen leans over and kind of holds his arm to the chair.
So it's more like of a restraintment rather than comforting. Or kind of like tell them that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It doesn't. It's a single move and a hold rather than like a. But it's not like a pat or a stroke. It's like a pin. So yeah, whether that be to restrain or to remind the king to restrain, difficult to know. Sweet. Anyone else during that speech? Anything you would like to have checked in on, been looking out for?
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go first because you probably phrase it better.
Mine was more when the head got ripped off.
Yeah.
You said about people were screaming and distraught. Is there any reaction from the guards towards those people? As if like they shouldn't be distraught, they should be in celebration. No, they don't even.
No, the guards. The guards you could see are alert, but not alert for that.
Okay.
They're not. Not screaming.
I wanted to listen as to what the Githyanki's reaction to all of this was. Because obviously we know they're training the Talons, but I'm not sure what their reaction would be to, heads being eaten. It's a 17 on a perception check.
Nice. The eating of 17 on perception check.
So it's more looking. I don't think I want to listen. I want to see what their kind of visceral reactions are.
They have more of a reaction to the creed being chanted back at them by like tens, like not tens of thousands, thousands of people. Or maybe actually no, probably be tens of thousands of people. They have more of a reaction to everybody repeating the creed back after the event than they do to the person being eaten. Violence doesn't seem to be a problem. A lot of people chanting this one thing in some weird, like, religious manner back at them. They're a bit like, "Whoa, that's the bit that's a bit like, okay, that's a bit." There's a worry or an intrigue to them from that more than.
If I can add to that, the Githyanki standing next to you was disgusted by it.
The eating of the head or the chant?
The chant. The eating of the head is the creature ate a head. It's fine.
They're a violent species. Yeah. Sweet. If there's nothing else, then it's up to you whether you would like to stay for the rest of the events. You believe a lot of them will be similar to what they have already. There will be purging of prisoners. Or as you see that some people are so shocked by what's happened and kind of the confirmation of the king's brother being killed is a little bit like the main event, that people will start to leave now. Who would have? Does anyone have performance as a theme? Do you have? Can you give me?
Me.
Oh, nice. Can you guys give me? We'll say performance checks, but it's more about understanding performance than it is anything else.
I think mine was a 24, but
Yes, yours come at 24. Mine's
Nice.
17.
17. You both did that. Very good rolls for what we need for. That if you are planning, and like you say, you're picking up the like charisma of the event. If you are planning this event and you have a crescendo, which is killing the king's brother, to do it then is a weird place, knowing there's stuff to come after. You get the feeling that was brought forward potentially, because it doesn't make sense to do your like main piece and then have like a couple of hours of entertainment left. So yeah, you get the feeling that something happened. Maybe it was the magic use that happened that brought the killing forward. Because that is a weird place to put your biggest event for like for a thing that's going to last for many hours, to go, oh, we're going to do it in the middle. Oops. Seems odd. So you get the feeling that the Talons maybe had to change their plans with this ordering of the event, likely because magic was used and something happened that they weren't expecting. So what would you like to do? Where would you like to go from here? Or would you like to stay here and watch the rest of it?
I think I kind of bump into Kos and say, I don't think we need to stay here any longer. Kos is still in shock by the chant that he doesn't respond to me.
It's like,
Yes, we can leave.
Nice.
I think I'd stay.
Yeah, I wanna. Do we know? So we know where we were roughly going. Can we see across the way, and try and make eye contact with the rest of the party?
You get close enough to do so. Yeah, there's many exits if you want to sneak out or to move around. Again, there's people leaving.
No, it was more from the other side, because obviously one's central, one's left, one's right. So it's whether I can, because there's no. I don't want to go round. I just kind of want to gesture that me and Kos are leaving.
Okay, yeah. We'd say you guys would probably try to keep. It'd be difficult, but you could try to keep an eye out for each other.
Do I cast? No, I'm not going to cast message. That would be silly.
But yeah, so for you all now,
Dimension door it is.
Let me just get there quickly. You have the rest of today, and it's like into the afternoon, early evening-ish now. This thing was supposed to go on for a few more hours. You then have the whole of tomorrow, and then you're supposed to be leaving the day after. Zilna doesn't have a job at the moment because he failed his interview. So up to you what you want to do from here. The guard force obviously are still in and around the islets at the moment. The islet's pretty hot for the rest of the day. But yeah, up to you what you guys want to do with that time before. That's the next thing you've got on the horizon.
Before I ask Silna if he'd like to leave or not, in the hubbub of the crowd still chatting and stuff, I want to say to him quietly, they didn't bring out the machine men, did they? People, no. So I'll just say, the things you saw in the caravan, the large metal things, there was one in the barrack, but they didn't seem to use it. Wonder if they'll be coming out next.
Maybe, unless they are just guarding. There could be people in them. They're not necessarily automated. It could be. Do you think they'll be involved in these fights?
Maybe. Or paraded in some respect. They looked impressive. I'll explain in detail later what they look like in case they are the same. From what I can recall.
Mm-hmm. From the brief description you give Zilna, they are much smaller than the ones you saw, Zilna.
Are they bigger than the stuff that's coming down in the caravan, though? Still, or smaller than that as well.
Sure.
You know, on the boat, the stuff that we was guarding.
They're probably about the size of the stuff that you were guarding. They're like the ones that Willow saw are probably like 7-8 foot sized. Like look like metal humanoid men. The ones that you saw with the gates opening were
much bigger.
Maybe 20 foot tall. So yeah, there are multiples.
My hunch would be that they're probably using them for guards, but I don't know. I mean, when did you see it as she was coming in?
Yes.
I guess keep an eye out when we're leaving.
Yeah. Do you wanna leave? I'll try and see the others around the stadium to see if they're getting up or anything. With the amount of people that are leaving, just as some are filtering out, is it like one or two? I imagine it's not like Wembley empties, but is there a good amount of people leaving or not really?
Yeah. there's a decent amount of people that either hadn't recovered and are shocked from what's happened and leaving. Like it would lose maybe like 20% of people. Enough people for you to leave for it not to be too suspicious that you're leaving with them, but not so many that the amphitheater is going to be empty. A lot of people are still going to stay here for the rest of the entertainment.
Yeah, I think we should. Well, I think I'm going to leave. I've seen more than enough today.
Same. Let's go.
Okay.
I think I'd mentioned to Preacher, say to him, it's a bit strange that they had the execution at this point when there's more stuff to go on. I think that's because of what happened in the fight.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like they brought it forward a bit of time. I'm guessing they should have been able to use magic, but maybe their protections weren't as good as they thought they were.
Maybe that's my brother concerned that there's magic users about and they didn't want anything to interfere with the execution. I think I'm gonna see the rest of the show, see if anything more of note happens. What are you doing?
I won't leave you on your own, so I'll stay with you for a bit longer as well.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind staying here. It's just, I've seen these creatures, and I want to see if there's anything more interesting happening. You know, the more information we have, the better, right?
Yes, I wouldn't mind seeing who else leaves those boxes soon. See if any more people hang around.
Okay. So yeah, I'll stay to the end of the show.
Cool. Nice. So you guys, knuckle in, sit down for the rest of the show. But the other four of you, where are you heading?
What time of day is it now? Because I
Evening.
know we got there evening.
Into the evening, yeah. So there won't be at this point. There won't be many shops and stuff open, likely, because most would have closed, unless the shops that are immediately around the amphitheater itself. But yeah, it's going to be drinking establishments mainly only.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel like eating anything. And I'm gonna stop. I'll say, I'm gonna go back to the church.
I feel like I'm gonna need at least a couple of drinks after watching that. So I will go back towards somewhere that's near to the church.
Yep.
Willow will explain that there's some inns near the steps. And we should probably refer to it as steps rather than church. In case we're overheard, they're not using it as churches anymore. And she'll go back to the church,
Lol. Sweet. Yep, you guys can make my bucket of bear.
As we're leaving, can I keep an eye out for where she said she saw those
Yes.
automatons?
As we walk past, I'll nod my head to the side to gesture.
Yes. You will see, because one of them will have to come down to look for. You can see that there are patrols that are the hunters that the kind of the talent hunters that were in there that have left. They are small patrols that are kind of sweeping around in the islet itself. Again, you think looking for signs of magic use or magic users. One of these patrols has one of these automatons with it as it is moving through. As that cordoned off area is less cordoned off now because king is still up there, and Rahm would have already left by the time you got here. So that area is kind of like will be recorded when people need to leave, but for now, there are just patrols moving around, and you hear one of these automatons coming towards you.
And can I do? I think what it would be. I guess would it be an investigation, or would it just be Arcana to kind of check, to kind of get an idea of as to whether it could be automated or
Yep.
not. There's a 13.
13. Seeing the way that this one moves and the size of it, it's definitely you. You get the feel that this is definitely a construct. It's a bigger one, but for the size of them and the like joint at 13, you can see from like the joints on the like elbows that it would be tough for someone to be inside this and it to be useful. So this just looks like a big construct, like a 6.5, 7 foot tall. What's the thing called? Do you get?
Homunculus.
Homunculus. That's the word. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure of much else on the 13th other than that it is a construct.
Yeah. Okay.
It follows this kind of troop line, and you can see as again you want to stay like 30 feet away from them, but yeah, that these hunters are trying to detect for magic, and this thing is following with them as part of the battalion. Sweet. You guys are headed back then, so you make your way back to the steps. The bridges are all open at this time as they're moving through. Preacher and Gimbar, you are staying to watch the rest. You get after the next event comes in, and a lot of the events are the same. There's some other ones where they set up, they come up and set more, what are they called? Like obstacle courses, is that almost like a paintball arena. They set up some bits out here, and then they send out guards to do reenactments between a few. They have a few more of the prisoner ones where they're like fighting them, but yeah, they send out these and they fight against drakes a lot of times still. But they come out and do some reenactments for some of the like battles of places that Rahm has helped, like the final battle to take certain cities that are on other continents. So it's quite strange that they are reenacting these like weird battles where in the end, like the Talons, there's clearly both sets of guards, but they're like pretend fights, and in the end the Talons are always winning out these fights as they're playing them out. You also get spotted by a dwarf who comes with a beer and kind of notes towards you, Gimbar, saying that he saw you at the Ethro Charter Company, and saw that you got that you soon got hired. Comes to ask if you got hired as a guard. This is Jobak. This is the dwarf that Zilna spoke to as well. As he kind of sees you and Preacher sat down, it's like, "Hey, you enjoying the show?"
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Where you from, friend?
Well, a long time ago from the Diamond Mountains, but been a while since I've been there.
I thought you were. That's where I'm from myself. Not long come down here.
Yeah, he gestures towards your hair, and he's like, "I can tell that. Very pasty."
Aye, it is true.
So you're going east?
I am, yes, on the road out towards Alba. Guarding the workers there.
Good
Yourself?
to have a dwarf. Yeah, yes. I'm a mason, but these humans, they don't know good talent when they smacks them in the face. So I've struggled to get a little work, but I'm doing my best. doing my best out here. But good to have a dwarf guard on board. Always good to see one of our own.
It's nice to see one of back home. Not many of us down here from what I've seen. I did see one of the hill dwarfs on the way down.
Aye. A few more of them around, yeah.
So how long have you been down here?
He's like, too many winters now. And he goes through it, and he estimates somewhere between like 15 and 20 years. You got cold air blowing in my throat. Your voice.
He didn't give me his family name, did he?
No,
Where are you
and
from?
you know that so there are wanderers, there are dwarf wanderers, ones that leave clan, but it's not like frowned upon per se. It's becoming more normal, but they usually, if they've left and they've left for a reason, it's because there's been something that's gone on, and a lot of the time they kind of like drop their family name because they've probably been clicked. They've probably been clicked out. If a dwarf doesn't introduce themselves with their family name, normally
Best not to ask.
Yeah. So whatever might have happened, and because it's like you're now kind of like a wanderer per se, but those that like leave the clan for good, they tend to be more friendly as you're. Well, I suppose maybe it's the first time you bumped into one. Maybe this is the first time you would realise. But yeah,
outside the Diamond Mountains,
wanderers, dwarfs tend to be more friendly to all wanderer dwarfs because they're kind of in the same position, so they will seek out other mountain dwarfs. But yeah, you know that if he didn't introduce him with his family name, if something happened and he was kicked out, decided to leave, had an argument, could be anything, but he left and he's not attached to that clan.
So, this is the first time you've been doing this road? Because I know they've been. How long have they been building this road? Table?
No, they would have been. You would, for the distance they've got, it must have been like a couple of years. Because they're getting close now. But yeah, he'll be like, well, I really picked up on. Got some dwarfs on board, but this is my second run out on the road. It's not bad pay. Not a guard like yourself though. Just trying to use my skills to make the best we can down here for these southern softies.
No better skills than the dwarf.
You can say that again. But
anything I should be looking out for on the road, guard wise?
No, well, it's getting. The first part of the trip is easy. It's the swamp we've got to watch for now. We're getting closer to that swamp. They are disturbing some of the creatures and taking down some of the wood of the great oaks, the giants trees, and some. You ever seen a giant? Me? No, not in the last one. But I've heard stories of them. Big, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's in the name, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, there's apparently they've made some deal. There were some problems with giants along the way before, but now they've got them sorted. But it tends to be the woods. That's what we gotta watch for, the woods. There's some there must be a bunch of tribes of whatever folk living in there, and we're chopping down their trees and destroying their swampland. So,
well, I'm not gonna be best pleased.
Oh, rustling a few feathers, but that's what you're there for, to protect us.
Right. So I kind of gesture to the whole arena, say, what do you make of all this? Is it a regular thing? Even execution to do many of those?
No,
I mean, maybe not this high.
Not this, yeah.
No, but
he laughs. He's like, not every day they kill the king's brother, eh? And he shouts it a little bit loud, and people around you see kind of look. Not to this extent, but they talent's always putting on their little, and he knocks down to what they're looking at now. It's like these little reenactments, these previous conquerings of Rahm, and it's a strange affair, but it's a cheap normally night and good beers, so I like the entertainment.
And these dragon-like beasts,
yeah,
these Is this first? Or...
I've not heard of ones that have wings before. Oh, well, other than those flying beasts that eat the man. But no, they've had a few of these creatures turn up. They seem to be very trained.
I mean, I encountered one or two on the trip down. The smaller ones, not the big flying ones, but
Yeah.
the smaller winged one in the arena. Come across one of the two of those on the way down. Well,
I've never seen.
they're not
heard
gentle
of them
beasts for
before.
sure.
I know. You can tell that from here. Wow. Well, maybe we will be all right then.
Well, I mean, there's a few of us. I've joined up. My friend here, he's coming with, and I gestured to Preacher and introduce him.
Yeah, he hands out a big, callousy dwarven hand. He's like, Jovak, nice to meet you, Preacher. Well, be good to have you on board for this. We're going to enjoy this and get pissed. We've got a whole day to recover for a hangover.
You'll be a wise bird to ask, being a mountain dwarf and all.
Hey, I look after you. You look after me.
And I won't be of the quality we have back home, but where's good to get a good ale around here? Any recommendations?
Oh, nice. Yeah. So he essentially will just list out all of the places he's been to.
Yeah.
Because they've all got ale. But yeah, so there's a few. There's a few south. He's like a few north are very nice, but they're like a bit more pompous. The ones on the south are a bit more raucous, but the beer's a little less good. But the conversation's a bit more fun. He just goes. He gives you like 6-7 different inns or drink holes that you go to. Clearly been around the city for a while.
Oh, been here a while. Anything of interest I should be aware of in the city? Anything going around?
Well, I mean, don't fraternize with any magic users. That's a clear one, but I haven't seen any around for a few years now. So, no, keep your head down, keep your nose clean, and there's money to be made here. Even with this talent occupation, there's still a lot of work happening. So, good for us that need a bit of coin, eh?
Yeah.
Good. Check. He's drunk. Sweet. But yeah, it will just sit and chat shit as you guys are kind of watching the last of the things that goes through. You can see there's still people that are hanging around in the box. So you can both give me perception checks or insight checks to kind of pick up what's going on in the box now that Rahm has left, but the king and queen are still there.
Ugh. I got a very average 10 insight.
Jamaica's
14.
nice. Jamaica's definitely
Shoot my ear off.
yeah, junior off. 14. You see that Zephyrax stays in one of the boxes for a while, even though Izari has left and Rahm has left. There's still a few talons around, and you can see there's conversations happening. With a 14, you interesting, because it's you, Preacher. You spot someone talking to Zephyrax that doesn't match the talons, and from what you can make out, it seems to be a male in a like dark reddish cloak. But that's all you know. And they have conversation, and then they, after like one of these reactions move, they all set up to leave the talent. So the talent occupation of the boxes starts to dwindle off, and you can see the people that are left in the boxes. The Githyanki stay, and then the other ones in the boxes are more of the merchant guild guys who are just getting sloshed. But yeah, Preacher, you would pick up potentially human or elf male in a dark red cloak is having a conversation with Talons and Zephyrax. Splat transport.
Is there any more beasts? Any different kind of drakes come out at all?
No, no. The ambush drake get used a few times. No other.
Meaning more kind of different colours, different types.
No one comes to No, there is a one that looks more like a wyvern than anything else. It doesn't have. It has more of like. Just trying to think. Give me a second. It's smaller in size than the others, but again looks more like a drake and is more of a flying one. Has light crackling, light. It's more like a dark, dusty blue. Has a little bit of lightning you can see when it bites, but doesn't have a breath from or anything else. Another like weaker one, but it's a flying one. So these ones come out, and there is they have run like a simulation of not simulation, like the prisoners come out and they are running between cover, but there's not enough cover in the end, and these things, these like sky drakes, you see are waiting and then swoop down and just taking people out as they run from cover to cover. So that's the only other one that comes out that isn't one you've seen before. Notably, you don't see any of the guard drakes. You don't see any of the big blue ones that you spotted before. So they don't seem to be here, or aren't being used at least. But yeah, that's the only other one you see is this much smaller, dusty grey blue sky drake flying version.
There's no sort of demonstration of either the Githyanki or the soldiers they were training, any of the armor that they were in.
No, none of that seems to be being portrayed. Anytime you're seeing guards come out, they are either Kingsguard or they're Talons. So there's a lot of like show of the white robes and the gold, but yeah, not this new armor that you spotted before. It doesn't seem to be shown anywhere.
When do we see the king and king's mother leave?
They would be leaving right towards the end. So if you say right towards the end, like as the last reenactment is going, they are you hear the drums and stuff go off as it is announced that the king and queen are leaving, and there's like a standing ovation given for them as they leave. So that it'd be right towards the end.
Okay.
But yeah, they just
Are they escorted by Kingsguard or Talons or both?
Both. Yeah, both.
By both.
Yeah.
Any automatons with them?
Yes.
Yes. Just like the same ones will also come in at that kind of size.
These like human-sized metal men that were there. Yeah. You. Yeah. The ones that didn't go back downstairs, leave them out here. So yeah, and then once that clears that middle area, there's very little Talon Guard presence up there.
We don't spot a Talon with a pointy hat, do we?
What? Comes flying in. It's the me. No sign of peril. Or is there? He got lost. He was like, I'm gonna go north.
He's sitting right next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go north. Ends up going south. Gets himself captured again. That would have been funny. No, the rest of them, and like I say, the rest of them are less exciting affairs. Just again reinforcing that feeling you have that they brought forward the main event to earlier on. You pick up.
One thing I would ask Jovak is if he knows where if there's a particular spot where the workers from the approach are, like the workers or the guards like to hang out and drink or anything.
Yeah, he gives you the name of a couple. He gives you the name of an inn called the Three Spoons, which is in the not far from the East Road Company, like in that little marsh area on the south bank. He's like, yeah, they pick up their wages and literally they travel into the nearest estate, and that one has a lot of the workers there. It's where a lot of the southern workers work, so the level workers, the tanneries, the southern docks workers, and then the guys that work out those companies. It's where a lot of the doers go and have a beer.
Pass that on to someone else saying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, other than that, not much else. That they do some weird reenactments. You can see a lot of them. They go through a lot of the these like battles that you have never heard of before, and a lot of them are tales from the southern continent, not from Ashley, from wherever the talons of Rahm have come from before, and enacting the kind of talons going in, the slaying of people that were there before, and bringing the one light of Rahm to them to save them from whatever's going on. So there's these weird battles being reenacted with talking about places that you don't know and talking about peoples that you don't know, but they just kind of go. It's like a greatest hits reels of all of Rahm's, of the Talons of Rahm's achievements in getting to Ashland. But yeah, and then end of it, everyone leaves, and then the drinking continues into the evening. Those of you that are back at the church, anything you'll be doing on the evening, or are you setting up for the next day?
I'd like to send a sending stone, please.
Yes.
So I've sent it to you. I will say, Rahm attended amphitheatre, looked semi-mortal golden-streaked Goliath, instructing Wyvern killing Prince, performed riling speech denouncing all that oppose as truth deniers, everyone equal under Rahm.
Mm-hmm.
With that final sentence, does she lose her oath?
She gets a message back saying, "Sounds good. Shall we join?"
She spits as she says it.
What? Okay.
She will ask about Preacher's brother tomorrow, but he's not here, so he can't get upset.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, you will get back a message saying, understood, confirmation, Prince is dead, King's Guard, King's Guard could be potential enemies, or potential allies. And then they will ask about the final, has the convoy met its final resting place? Which we'll get to answer to next time. Sweet.
Was Glenn, is that his name?
Yeah.
So I went back to the
Sorry,
church.
Yeah.
What's Glenn, when I walk in, is Glenn just like sweeping, or is he
Glenn
there?
is studying a map of the sea when you come in.
I want to say to him, it was horrible.
Oh, well, I'm sure it was. The Talons don't do anything by half measures. King's brothers dead.
Indeed, his head was, well, eaten.
By who?
To clarify, it was the Wyvern, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Rahm was there. He
Rahm
commanded
ate his head.
a Wyvern to do it.
Oh, should start with that. I went, oh, those Wyverns are. They've been eating all the livestock in the north. So, oh, what a way to go.
How do you know this?
Oh, the Wyverns have been here for a few weeks. We've been
No, the livestock in the north are being eaten.
Not north of the sea.
Oh, I thought you meant north of the continent.
Oh no, anything north of the Islet Kingdom is north to me. I draw the bar really low.
Sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something weird to say with the exact same context.
They've been ravaging the stocks of particularly like sheep.
I think we'll have some late comers back tonight. I saw some of them needed a drink.
Yeah, I'm not surprised after that. He's like, well, we got to keep doing the good work. If you're going to leave, he's like, yeah, I do what you need to do. I'm just making plans for taking over for the preacher. You see, he's like studying where all the different churches are, the different things that are going on.
Can I help him do so?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't really know what he's trying to do, but I want to try and distract myself from the chaos of earlier by assisting him. Kind of, even if it's just like getting extra maps from the side and stuff, making cups of tea, you know.
Yeah, you can go for it. I think you would probably not be too dissimilar in age. So I think
How very dare you! I'm expecting Glenn to be like an old man.
No, he's young. He's quite young.
He's called Glenn.
Yeah. It's a very, very noble fancy name, Glenn, for the youngsters. No, he's quite young. He's just a farmer boy. But yeah, so I think he just bounces a load of ideas off you as he's going through and talking about a bit more about what him and the preacher have been doing, like where they have food set up, where they go and get stocks from, where they could set up, where would be good places to like get the most amount of good bang for their buck in terms of bits. And then I think he'll probably practice some, like very lightly practice some sermons as well when he's going through and get your feedback.
As part of kind of this talking through stuff, can I let him know, if he hasn't heard already, about Gimbar's plan to sort of combine bakery and what was the other thing he was combining with?
Yeah, t-shirt.
Bundle with the coffee car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bakery with coffee.
Yeah.
And just like maybe he can work with that. I should do it in character.
No.
But yeah, it's part of kind of like the mingling around, just kind of distracting. I think that's what I do.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so you and Glenn spit more ideas as he's getting ready for the preacher to leave him in the lurch and have to take on the kind of looking after the people and how the best way he gets stuff out is. So yeah, you guys concentrate on that.
As part of this kind of conversation, I'm going to give him 5 platinum to help fund it for as long as he needs.
Nice. He is incredibly grateful.
Please don't tell the others of my donation.
Oh, donation. He's like a donation to the cause is always between yourselves and the gods.
And as I give that to him, I'm gonna head off to bed for an early night, because I imagine Merrin won't sleep well.
Thinking about
given the shock of everything that's gone on and all the information, the new information going into his head.
That's sweet, yeah.
While you've been helping Glenn, you've been hearing Cos snore like a baby.
That's good. So
why is Cos's snoring voice like a cartoon eating a cookie?
That's how I imagine it. Because he's got a nose. Where's brother tab? Where's my bloody brother tab? Man must write down.
Wait, did I just donate money to the Brotherhood and not think about it?
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Damn.
We thank you for your generous donation.
It's for charity.
To the
It's for
cause.
charity, and I did just make 700 gold that no one knows about.
To the cause.
Maybe put a little bit more in then. Bloody hell.
Whoa, you don't know about it. It's to the cause.
I need to fund Yelos's studies.
Poor Yelos. Yelos on the way back with gets a bit too drunk, and you don't realize until you leave Preacher and Gimbar that Yelos accidentally got shit faced, as he is processing, seeing weird dragon creatures, someone's head being eaten in front, and then again kind of thinking back to like maybe the Talons are like they did just use weird creatures to kill people, but then they did kind of give a pretty good speech about how these people were against them. So Yelos is maybe more confused than ever before.
Yeah. On the way back, can I see if Randall is still about?
You doubt it this time. Yeah. Look, he's probably at the event.
Yeah.
You get as you walk around, the city's a bit of a ghost town because you imagine like a fair few people have gone to the amphitheater.
Yeah, I'll try and find him tomorrow. It's just in case of trying to get him to go and see Dave.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to do that. But yeah, the vast majority of there was a lot of people in that amphitheater at that time. So as you come out to the streets, it is a bit, especially in the evening, very quiet. Apart from the inns that you pass on the way back towards the steps. Nice. Anything anyone wants to do the evening? You all can get back chat to each other? If you've gone to bed already?
I will pray for the prince.
Pray for the prince. He's not got a head now. It's been digested well.
I'll pray that his head meets him in the afterlife.
Oh, my head. Nice. You can do that.
And water my plant.
I assume I am still at the pub.
Yep.
What was the one that was nearby called that Cos went to the first time?
It was called the Son of the Crab. Was it called the Crab? It was called something Crab. That one. You'd have gone to
Okay,
that one.
well, yeah, that's where I would have been, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys can, and you can see that as more and more people leave, this place gets busier and busier as people come back, and there's a lot of talk about, what happened, and the king. A lot of it is about the king's brother, the people's different opinions on the king's brothers being killed, and how the king would feel about it, and whether the fact that he was a traitor means it was okay to kill him, or whether the king should have. So there's a lot of that going around. Like, should the king done more to stop it? Actually, was it right that he was killed? Actually, why? And then there's a lot of people like, well, hang on, just because he's the king's brother, and he's a traitor, he shouldn't go through what we all went through. So there's a lot of people tossing around the moral ambiguity of killing the king's brother because he was a traitor. Why should they get away with it when others shouldn't? But some people also sticking up for the king, saying he should have done more, the brother shouldn't have been killed. So that's the main general
There's no like definitive everyone is on one side or the other here. It's it's very open to not everyone's like, I love the Talons.
No.
I think they've done everything correct.
No, not interesting. There's not a lot because it's the king's brother and what's happened. There's like the Talons are like 10% of the conversation, and the other 90% is like split 45-45 between like, was the king right to do nothing, was the king's brother wrong? So it's really about the right and wrong, not really about what the Talons did. They've managed to like make the conversation, they did it, and they've made it not about them whatsoever.
Yeah,
a lot of it was just more about, it's more about should royalty be protected? Like, they are really, what the Talons are kind of doing is undermining royalty, because before they turned up, like, the king is the king, right? And the king's guard, or like the king's guard is made up of the people closest to the king, the lords who run all the towns. It's like a very regal run country, and what the Talons are now coming in and doing is kind of saying, but we're all the same. So I'm now realizing it's super similar to the Game of Thrones thing when they come in, when the brother had kind of come in and like, hey, doesn't matter if you're king or queen, you can still die. But they're doing it in a slightly different manner.
Yeah. Just thinking back, I can't remember which one of us told the Talons that the king's brother was at that meeting during the interrogations.
You married?
I was married.
Yeah.
So he's responsible, really. Well, he's shocked at seeing the king's brother's head being bitten off. Does he feel responsible? No, he snitched.
I feel like
Or have you conveniently forgotten that? No, Cos has no idea. Cos wasn't at the meeting.
I feel like Cos wouldn't. Cos has got no idea. So
this is me above the table asking you how Mary feels that being the snitch that caused this.
I don't think Merrin thinks it's his fault, but that's probably in a denial type of thing. Yeah, I think it's a kind of no, couldn't possibly be my fault. I'm much smarter than that. I wouldn't do something so silly.
Yeah. Ultimately, he turned up to a meeting to set this all up, so he did put the balls in motion himself. But yeah, we're going to say it's called the sneaky crab. Yeah, that's quite funny. Like the idea of Merrin trying to sleep and Cos being like, it's all Merrin's fault.
Am I going to have to start a media campaign in the continent using all the gold I've acquired to fight these malicious rumors?
Yeah. I'm not. It's not me. Cool.
I hire a specialist legal team.
Any? Got PR agent.
The gold you required that happened to be in the exact same place where you told them about the king's brother.
Hopefully, we find a bit of paper later in a room somewhere that says Merrin said this.
Merrin did it.
Why does it look like Herb's making notes? I don't like this.
What? I'm not doing anything. Merrin is the big bad evil guy.
Yeah, because he's asleep.
Wait, how can Merrin be the big bad evil guy if it's what's his name? Oh, I should have thought about this before I opened my mouth.
Peril.
Peril. Yeah, that's the one.
Well, you two.
Oh, I mean,
Or
you
Peril's
was a couple,
brother.
weren't you? You was a couple.
Oh yeah, that was a thing that was played out.
It's all coming up Millhouse.
Damn.
Nice. But yes, you can be asleep. Anyone else? Yeah, so you're in the pub, sorry. It's called the Sneaky Crab.
Sneaky crab.
The Sneaky Crab. But yeah, anything else you want to do whilst you're in there, or are you just drinking before heading back? You guys, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just be trying to process everything that's just happened there.
Mm-hmm.
And having another realization about the position that we're possibly in by leading this investigation into the Talon and stuff like that.
Yeah. Don't take too kindly to people going against them.
No.
Cool. Yeah.
Was Hannah with us there for any of this? She's been. I imagine she's probably gone back to just sitting outside the East Road place again.
Yeah. She is. Yeah, because she didn't even go to the thing. She stayed there. She is locked into her task, and her task is do not lose sight of the gold. So she is not losing sight of the gold.
Yeah, I think I'll stay there for a while. And if anyone comes over or not or whatever, if no one does in a while, then we'll head back.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Give Gimbar and Preacher with Yelos. What would your plan be on the way back?
I think I'd just probably be headed straight back, realising the Randall's not about.
Okay, nice. Zilna, you are you go in. Willie goes back to pray. You stay in the Sneaky Crab for a bit, drinking around. You who would be coming up? Someone comes up alongside, and another gnome comes up alongside you and says, and just kind of like plonks down on the bar with his drink, and kind of goes just cheers your glass and says, "Oh, that was hectic. I can't believe we got that done in time."
Oh, yeah. I mean, crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, those things weren't supposed to be up and running for a couple of weeks now, but we got at least a couple of them working. They seemed happy, and he kind of then looks towards you and like squints slightly. Give me a performance check or deception, just to try and keep playing along with God.
Well, I mean, they're both great stats, and I've had a few drinks as well, so that probably doesn't help anyway. That is a 10.
10. I rolled a 2 on an insight check.
Brilliant.
So yeah, he seems to think that you are one of his work colleagues. You think you might have seen this guy working at Nimble Fingers, but never worked on the line with you. So yeah, as he's just, you can see just, it kind of says that to you and then just kind of relaxes a little bit. Looks very, very tired. And he's like had a couple of beers. More, you can see he is not drunk. He's like exhausted, tired rather than drunk, tired. So he's like, it's not like his brain is, he's not pissed, but he is clearly not thinking straight because he's tired and had a couple of drinks.
I will offer to get him another shot to cheers it going so well again.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, and he accepts. Yeah, as he all cheers to it, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's he's as he does the drink and goes through. He's like, well, that's 166 down. So now on to the next big one. We'll be back there bright and early tomorrow, working on those absolute monsters."
They are something, aren't they?
I mean, if let's hope they're just used to look after the people as we're being told they are.
Oh, I'm sure that's what they use. I mean, what else would they use it for? Come on.
I don't even want to think about it.
So what time are you starting tomorrow?
You're like, oh, and he, as he like kind of like tries to get a gauge of what time he goes, bright and early. So, hey, no more drinks for me. He's like, what time are you on?
I'm going to be starting a little bit later.
Oh,
got the afternoon shift.
Lucky. Well, I don't want to cock anything up, but and he goes, holds his glass up to you again. He goes, turns out we can't get these machines running. And he downs it, kind of slides off his chair and starts waddling out towards the end of the pub. Sweet. Anything else you want to do in the pub?
No, I think I will probably head back after that. Maybe I take one for the road and then.
Nice. Make me back to the church. Cool. So you all get back to the church. You all can bed down for the evening. Or have last chats if you want to have last chats. And then take your long rests as you're sleeping tight in Istra. So you will be you have one more day. You have a day free in the city to get yourself set for a longer journey out. All of you, bar Zilna at the moment, have jobs. And you know the journey is about 10 days to 2 weeks. And then you've got 10 days to 2 weeks to come back if you're coming back to the guard.
Do we know that Zilna failed? Did he actually tell us that?
No, he hasn't told him.
Okay.
So no. So yeah, if no one has anything else,
I mean, Cos
evening,
kind of guessed it.
Yeah, true. Instead of making you hold bags. So yeah, if no one has anything else, long rest, sleepy, and you can all wake up bright and early in the morning. As you have one day ahead of you to do whatever you would like to do. We can, if there's provisions you want to get, stuff you want to look at beforehand, try and get yourself a job. You know, have fun. Today is just a free day, so up to you. We can speed through it as quick or as slow as you would like, depending on what you want to get done.
I would like to go get some rations because I only have 2 left, and I feel like if we're going on a long walk, it'd be good to have extras.
Yeah, you'll be getting extra. You'll be provided food and rations on the journey, but never a bad thing to have some spares.
Spares, yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I think that's the only thing I personally want to do because there's no. I can't upgrade my weapons or anything, and I don't wear armor.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I think all I'd probably do is again get some rations. Find Randall, tell him to go and speak to Dave because Dave's interested.
Yep.
And maybe call in at the Nook and tell the Watchers about them too. That they may be useful recruits.
what would you update them on? Sorry.
About Randall and Dave, how connected
yeah.
and how they may be useful
Yes.
to gather information in the city.
Yeah, I think they'll take on they'll take on the suggestion to widen their network by using some of the local businesses rather than just they've been relying quite heavily and maybe got quite lax on just relying on using the B Club and using the nobles to find out what's going on, but it could also be useful to have a bit of a wider spread. They were obviously at the event yesterday, so know everything that went on yesterday as well.
Yeah.
So how much will you tell them about what you're doing from here?
I'll just let them know that we're heading out on the Eastward Char Company thing, seeing where the goods may go, essentially. And that's about it.
Okay, sweet. Cool. So yeah, knock off a silver each for if you want to get like 4 or 5 rations. They'll be like just basic breads and water skins to last you, but they'll last for a journey. They'll take on your message. They will they be sending anybody north at the time? I don't think they will. They ask if there's anything you would want sent north if they were to send someone north. They are looking to maybe build a connection line, a messenger line with the north. So is there anything that you don't have to do it now, but you can think if there's, they might or might not get a message before you do or do not get back. See if there's stuff that you wanted sent back as a message to your bastion, then you can let them take it because they'll likely at some point try and connect the two up.
To the Bastion, no, not really. Don't think.
Okay.
Other than sending Glee there, to it.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Get away from the city, maybe.
Okay, cool. That's it. Yep, so you pass that information, you tell them where they're going, so they've got that information there. They'll take on your notes about expanding the network using some of the guys in the business, and then you can get your rations. Anybody else?
I will in the morning relate to everyone else about not actually getting the job.
Right.
Oh, Zilna, I'm so sorry to hear that.
What are you going to do then?
At this point tells Zilna about the 3 spoons, was it?
Yeah.
And how the workers seem to like to go there, and maybe there's an opportunity to replace one of them one way or the other. Like maybe bribe one, perhaps.
I guess I will look to head there then.
I will go with as well.
Yep. Sweet. So you guys can head down and try and find someone to switch places with or get out of the job. Anybody else for other bits? So we can head down there.
It's a free day, so I'm going to chat to Brotherhood again.
Yep.
Fulfill my promise to Preacher.
Yes.
I'll be guarding Talon Convoy, leaving tomorrow. We'll report when we know more. Have you heard of missing Paladin Reinhardt? Any idea where he is?
Guarding.
Hope I didn't butcher your name.
No, it's good.
Cool. You get message back saying, how would they phrase it? Keep on the convoy. Let us know of final destination and use of gold. Paladin Reinhardt's mission is confidential. That's all. That's all they said.
And is that Jack's replying still?
Yeah.
So I will find Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
If he's still around in the place.
Yep.
Preacher, I messaged the Brotherhood like we discussed. Is anyone else around at this point?
Glenn plotting his super takeover of the city.
I look at Glenn and then at Preacher as if to say, do you want to go somewhere private? Do you like the side eye?
Mm-hmm.
It's just fine. Glenn knows most of my background anyway.
Willow smiles sweetly at Glenn. I asked if they had heard anything about your brother. Any idea where he is, if you know. And they just said that his mission is confidential. They didn't say any more, but they didn't say that he's not alive, at least. Just that his mission is confidential, which is present tense, so I'd hope that he's okay.
I suppose there's something. I guess them not saying he's dead is better than not knowing. But maybe after we've done this mission out east, I'll join you guys if you guys head up north and see if I can get some of these questions I've got answered.
Of course. Like I said, I can introduce you to the chapters. To Brant in particular, he might be able to help, and given that you are his Reinhardt's brother, he might be more inclined to tell you something more than they would tell me. And I say this quietly, sometimes I'm referred to as a little stubborn, and I ask a lot of questions, so maybe they'll just think I'm being nosy, so it might be more use if you do ask, but...
Thank you very much. But I'll ask the questions when we get up there and see if I can point out some answers.
Does he have the same surname as you?
Yes.
So his name's Reinhardt Reacher.
I didn't give him a second name.
He didn't like it, so he definitely just took it. He just was like, just call me Ryan.
Is that literally, you said it in character, I didn't give him a second name.
No. I was going to give him a second name, and I forgot to do it.
So they would,
they're
not the same.
I thought that you said when we asked your name. Or was it just Philip, but people call me Reacher?
Yeah, it's just Philip. Yeah, it's just Philip.
What's his full name? Okay, I'll ask in character. What's Reinhardt's full name, just in case they come back with that? If you don't mind sharing. In fact, I don't think I've ever even called you by your name.
So I genuinely don't give out. We never really gave out full names. We kind of just went by first names to begin with. Like he was, his name was Reinhardt, and my name was Philip. And yeah.
Sorry, what was your name?
The name's Philip.
Philip. Okay.
With two P's on the end. Just one out, two P's.
You don't give out your surname? Is that normal? Out of character? Not out of character, but from what Willow knows, it feels like she's always named people with more than one name.
I think we've ever actually, any of us have actually said our surname at any point.
I think Preacher would be quite paranoid about giving out his surname for like I guess location magic. If you've got someone's full name,
it's worth noting. It's worth noting that Peril did give out a surname.
Oh yeah, apart from Peril.
One guy who shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, Willow did. That's where we got Willow Moonpeak from.
Yeah, she gave out her name.
Yeah. No, I don't know if everyone would.
When I say to him, "What's your surname?" and then he's a bit quick, can I insight him as to why he wouldn't be?
Yeah.
What was he trying to hide? Especially given the Vortanis situation that she's seen herself in already. 19.
Just doesn't like giving out.
25.
Right? 25. Oh. Yeah.
I also, out of character, like the
Yeah, it's true.
Philip, like you said, doesn't want to give out for location magic. He's a secretive man.
Okay, I'm sorry to ask. It's just we had a party member who had a very well-known name that I appreciate gave out and probably shouldn't have, but just cautious about who we're going with. And obviously, I believe that your brotherhood and obviously the work that you've done here. I just want to make sure that if I'm taking you to the north and to the chapter, that I know exactly who I'm working with. But if you don't feel comfortable right now, that's fine.
That's fine. It's not a problem. But we're going out east. You'll be able to see and judge my character over the 2 weeks we'll be traveling.
And maybe you can judge mine, and maybe you'll feel more comfortable to share.
Yes, definitely going to be put my mind at ease if we go north.
Have you had problems with tracking? And then she stops herself.
I do like it's like the fantasy world equivalent of being like, I don't like CCTV because I don't want my face being stored for like 7 years. And what are you going to use my data for? It's the same reason that Preacher's like a conspiracy theorist building it up.
Is he on LinkedIn?
No,
Also, because she's like, I'll take you to where I trained as Brotherhood and teach you all about all of the ways that it works up there, but you won't give me your surname.
Also, Willow, I don't think there's many times you've been told something's confidential.
From Brotherhood. And now he won't give me his surname.
Yeah.
I know that that's probably completely separate, but for her, she's starting to be like,
Yeah.
well, hang on, why are you not telling me something and they're not telling me something about your brother as well? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, but you know, because most of the time when you're in a war, you're just dealing with Brant anyway, who has a level of clearance and knowledge of stuff, and you speak directly to him. But yeah, you know, getting a message back because of the way that it'd be working a bit like a call center, right? That you're getting a message back that's being filtered through someone. That person that is replying back to actually doesn't have the information. It's being told it's confidential. Just being told to pass that on to you. So. Yeah, it'd be the first time that you'd been like, oh, there's like a level of filter that's going on here, which is interesting.
Which we wouldn't have had if Brant had have taken the Sending Stone, but obviously too busy for me.
He's too busy. He's got to look after the whole bastion.
Okay. Thanks, Preacher.
Cool. Any other provision-y bits in the day you guys want, or we'll go down to the 3 spoons?
I might go back to the library.
Yep.
I think Preacher will probably be his first time out of sea in 10 years. Will overpack
Yep.
on what he needs, and he'll take good. He won't just do like ration. He'll get rations, but he'll buy like good meats that will last a while, bread, drinks, like decent stuff. But also he'll also make time for Glenn to go over stuff.
Yep.
Just like be careful. Remember, don't trust in. Choose who you trust wisely, and
don't give out your last name.
Yeah.
The location
magic.
I like to think that we're nearing winter and he brings like a Hawaiian shirt and shorts and sandals.
Just in case. I don't know how long I'm going to wait. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yes, you can get. Yeah, you. Those of you that are like out and coming back in to see like Preacher's pack just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like proper Samwise Gamgee, just being like filled, cooking pots and pans hanging off the edge. There's like the smell of far too fresh goods going into a pack that's going to have to be lasting.
Cheeky barbecue.
Just a couple of disposable barbecues hanging from the bottom of your pack. Nice. So you can do it, and then working with Glenn, you can go through and you can see he's already thinking about it. He's already like stepping into the responsibility piece of managing the bits that he does, and I think that's what you can see that's what he is going to try and continue on, is not trying. He's going to carry on the like food work and looking after people and picking up bits, but you can see that he doesn't have the confidence to step into the like preaching role, the giving out sermons and stuff. So he's going to concentrate on looking after people, but he's not at the point now that he's thinking about how he would pick up and do the sermons that you would have done whilst he was also giving out food and stuff, which is fine. He's still, yeah, but you can see that's in his mind. But yeah, it's good. We spend some time helping him there. What in the library are you going to be looking at?
I think I'm going to look for books on rituals or magical rituals that transform things. Transformation magic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hoping that they haven't been purged by these magic haters.
Yep. That's interesting. Sweet. Okay. There is where did I put the other ones?
Because my assumption is still that these rituals must take a creature as a base creature and change it rather than creating something from thin air.
Yeah. Give me Arcana roll. Do it with advantage because you'll be spending time there. There are less books here though, but getting in is fine. You're recognised as being there the second time.
With advantage, you said.
Yeah.
That will be, what's my Arcana? That'll be a 17.
17. There is not much written about rituals, but there you do go through and find, and interestingly, it doesn't look like in this library, at least, I mean, that there has been purging of information, although magic is not being the only, not on the kind of scientific side of the information you're looking at. There is nothing that even you're looking for it, but you could assume there'd be nothing in here around the gods. The like theology is kind of gone, but from the early wizardry books and the studying of arcana, magic, and science, they are all still here. There doesn't seem to have been like a book burning. It's not trying to get rid of information, which is interesting in some ways or not. But yeah, no rituals that you pick up. Just the understanding that there is transformation magic that some have learned to use that gives you the ability to morph. So things like the polymorph spell, the true polymorph spell, the knowledge that with enough understanding of arcana that any creature could be turned into a creature if you had knowledge of it, but nothing that kind of fits your transforming into something new, like mutation side. You don't get anything on there, but you would get the understanding that with enough study of arcana that it is possible for one to morph itself or someone else from a creature type to a completely different creature type, and there is the chance that could be done permanently.
Or like someone turning someone into a giant lizard that eats dead corpses.
Yep. Yeah, you learn of the essentially like the polymorph spell and the ability to true polymorph someone into another creature, but nothing that ticks the boxes on rituals. So you notice that from the first one as well. There's a lot here that, like I said, that's been written from the human researcher outside. So everything has that taint of it's only if it's been studied and learnt by somebody that's from Regan. It's not a true worldwide. It's not. They don't have books from lots of other species here, from their perspectives. Cool. 3 spoons. Do you guys head down through the islet? Much quieter today in the islet lot. the guard presence has kind of gone back down to normal. But yeah, you get all the way down into the southern.
Do they have any of
South
the automatons out on a normal guard duty now, or is it just back to just normal guards?
Back to normal guards, as far as you can see. Yeah. None on the islet that you notice as you move around. And you make it down to the south bank, across, and not too difficult to find. Sorry, in Cheapside, not far the Cheap Court. Sorry, not far from where the East Road Charts Company is. You find the Three Spoons with a load of people in there. What time? Oh, it depends on what time. If you like to float around there for a bit of time, around lunchtime fills up as a lot of the guys that are finishing shifts that are working in the tanneries or working in the docks, wherever else they go there for the lunch, get some food, get a couple of beers, go back. But these aren't the guys you're looking for. So you're specifically looking for someone that's hanging around that hasn't got work, because they're going to work. It's going to start tomorrow. So can you give me perception or investigation checks between you for trying to spot what, I suppose, also, who are you looking out for? Just for someone that could have been hired that you recognize, or are you looking for someone more specific?
I think in general, looking for someone that I might recognise from when we was there.
Yep.
Obviously knowing that a lot of the, I imagine the ones that were Talon's Disguise won't be here.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That is
22.
10 for me. So
10. Yeah.
16.
Just everything about this job is just going bad for me.
It's like they don't want you to get hired. What's the guy's name? You are looking around, looking for the right person to fit, that would be desperate enough. And I had the name written down and I've completely lost it.
Did they? I don't think they said what sort of pay it is, did they?
No. They would have, but I definitely didn't say it out loud. The guard pay is not as good as the guard work he had before, and the work pay is a hell of a lot worse, but it's a lot of time. Damn, I had the name of the guy from the pub. Do you remember? You guys remember me? I'll make it up. Gimba, as you're looking around looking for someone, you recognize a group that you saw in Newmonger, in the big bar when you were asking out and looking out for work. There was a group of like 3 or 4 guys, and they were bemoaning that they couldn't get work. You recognize and see that same group of there's only like 2 or 3 of them there now, but they were faces that you were sat next to and you recognize them from before. And
yeah, the ones I talked to.
The one you talked to, yeah. And then you're like, you're pretty sure you saw them queue. You're pretty sure you saw them jump from the guard queue to the worker queue yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you go through, you're like, we kind of already recognize these guys, and I'm pretty sure I saw them jump into the queue, so it might be a good place to start. All right.
Nudge Silna.
Yeah. Yeah, you notice Silna's just like looking around aimlessly.
I think I probably in my head it's kind of like I'm looking for someone that should be better. In my head I just got Jovac. That's it. So.
Yeah. No, he's not in there. He's not in there.
What's going on? Hello again, friends. How are you faring out?
They, as you turn around, look at a few of them are like, and a few of them don't recognize, and then one of the guys that was the proper like down on his luck guy, looks and goes, yeah, you again. How you doing? He's like, we saw you all taking all the work again yesterday.
Well, we were there looking, opportunities. How'd you get on?
And then, this was the guy. His name was Carl. What's I know? His mate steps in and laughs and says, "Well," he goes shaking your hand. He's like, Ivor is my name. He's like, I remember you from the pub. Yeah, we were gonna try and get guard work, but you guys turned up suited and booted, so we jumped over. It was tough work, but we all managed to all managed to get in this time. Workers, 3 months work. Hopefully that'll, do us for a little while, but not exactly what we wanted. But good for you. I'm assuming you both got hired as guards.
Well, I mean, I did. My friend here was actually looking for worker work. Like you're doing.
Oh, well, it kind of like looks like it tools stuff. Because it's not skilled work. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of found that out the hard way, I guess.
He likes to try his hand at anything.
He laughs and goes, "That's a better attitude than him." And he nudges Carl. He's like, "This one's completely wet behind the ears. He's not going to last the 3 months, but we all need money, don't we?" And Carl,
how much did they say you might be getting for the worker side? 3 months work.
Yeah, I can't. It is something pitiful. It's pitiful. It's like a couple of silver per day, but it's 3 months, and you have to pay, so you get it all back at the end. So like, well, it's not so much. It's an investment. The time we're there, then we get all that money when we come back in one big bulk. We don't have to pay for board. We don't have to pay for food. What's there? So, bit of hard graft, but worth it overall, I reckon.
I look at Carl like, you really want to go there for 3 months?
Yeah, Carl looks like he's like, no, wow, no, we wanted the guard work that you guys got. I want to get there, get back 10 couple of weeks, and we're back in the city, back in civilization. No giants around. It's like, God, this is the last thing I want to do. He spent 3 months on the road, and his mate Ivan noticed him and says, "Well, maybe beggars can't be choosers, mate."
Well, maybe you could have a choice this time. I mean, maybe we could come to some sort of agreement where I could, give you some of your expected pay right now, and you just don't turn up, leaving the space open. Say if someone turns up on the day, they may well get work.
He looks at Ivor, looks at you, and looks at Carl's thinking things like, I mean, how much are we talking here? I mean, you pay to take my place. I mean, I know I don't want to go, but we all need work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so roughly working out what it would be. So a couple of silver a day.
Couple of silver a day for
3 months.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be that much. Just hang on, I was copying and pasting the names. On silver.
So it's about 6 gold a month.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly.
Yeah.
Say 15 gold.
You see, Ivor goes, well, I mean, if we're talking about that, we can let's have a Carl nudge him. He's like, no, you wanted to go and work. I don't want to work. He's like, 15 gold. He's like, yeah, if you want to take my place for 15 gold, you can call yourself Carl for all I care.
How many is there of them there?
There's 3.
I'll put a platinum down.
Yeah.
Why don't you all just take it easy for a couple of weeks?
So platinum will only be 10 gold though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 10
I
days.
keep thinking it's more than
That's
that.
what we did last time. Yeah, sounds like it's.
Yeah.
Yes,
Carl the gnome.
Yeah, they'll get. I don't know. I'm gosh. They'll get.
Okay, I'll not say that. I was thinking there's more.
18. No, so for the full trip, they'll get like about 18 to 20 gold for the 3 months. So yeah, 15 is like most of the pay for them to get it now. Is well up for it.
I will get out the 15 gold. It's yours now if you want it, Carl. If you don't turn up on the day,
I'll give the other two Pattern to share.
Yeah.
Right. You two have this little bonus on me. Seems he's getting a bit of easy work.
Don't I? I mean, I don't like him that much. Yeah, we'll tell you that. As they sit back, like, go for it. He's like, "What are you gonna do? Wait for us here?" And Carl's like, "No, I'll go wherever I want with 15 gold." So yeah, then no. If they're gonna get some extra gold, there's no persuasion required. They're gonna they will take the gold and run. How much would you give the other two?
A Pattern to share between themselves.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, they're like sweet. They're like drinking money. So, yeah, they don't need to argue between each other. Carl does not want to go on this thing. So yeah, he's like, yeah. So, I mean, you can go with these two guys if you want. Just say Carl's here, or I just don't turn up. Whatever it is, I'm easy with that. I can go and it gives me a bit of time to go find something else.
Yeah, it might be if I turn up with you two, knowing that you've got work there. I guess we can arrange meeting outside beforehand. Then.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. I mean, for an extra 5 gold, do like I say, whatever you want. We'll call you Carl. You can be Carl for 3 months for all I care.
We'll see.
Carl, you say? Good name. Yeah, I mean, you're giving him the money up front for not doing the thing. There's not much argument to be had here. So yeah, he's buzzing. So he's like, yeah, give us the gold. He's like, give us the gold. We'll get some drinks. He's like, if you guys stay, we can drink a bit more now.
Oh, a couple of drinks won't hurt. So yeah,
Couple of drinks never hurt.
Yeah.
Couple of drinks always hurt.
Drinks on Carl, though, right?
He's like, yeah. He's tab. Nice. So yeah, you pay up. If you give them you take out the 15 gold and then the 5 each. They will. The other two are Ivor and Shug, is the other guy's name. And they will call you Carl. Ivor. There we go. Nice. So yeah, you guys can have a couple of beers down in the Free Spoons. They talk about what's going on. Carl, the drunker he gets, the more he starts waxing lyrical about what he might be doing, where he might be going, what he'll be able to put the money towards. But essentially, he doesn't really have a plan. But that gives him some time. That's a lot of gold for Carl to be able to live on for a few months, and also tries to find some proper work and stop bumping into you bastards. And you can drink for as long as you want in the day. Is there any other bits you want to pick up in the day, or once you've done, now you think you've got that sorted? And you all know you've got to arrive like pretty early because you're leaving, so it'd be easy enough to find them first thing in the morning.
Other than the other bits I said earlier on.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything else for me really, to be honest.
Nice. Sweet. So you can, if no one has any other bits they want to pick up, we've done with the bits for the day. You can go back, get yourself set, get all your packs pulled together, ready to leave bright and early. You would have been informed that the caravan will be leaving at like 6, 7 in the morning, getting all of the goods packed up and ready to roll. So you'll be required down at the East Road Charter Company bright and early in the morning. So you can all take a lovely sleep.
What I will do before we leave in the morning is I will hand over the sending stone that I have to Glenn so that he can keep contact with Reacher while we're away.
Okay, cool. Glenatha, let me write that down. Cool. So yeah, Glenn doesn't come with you as you all head down in the morning, but I'll see you off in the morning. Takes the sending stone, and then you explain obviously how it works, the rules on sending messages. Sending stone.
Do you tell him it might dissolve if you need it to in an emergency?
No, there is other stuff that I can dissolve instead if need to. Well, there's one other thing I can dissolve instead.
Good. Sweet. So yeah, you all get another night's rest. All get your packs prepped up and ready, and can head down to the East Road Charter Company bright and early the next day to pick up the caravans. As you make your way through the city in the morning, quite quiet and early because it is bright and early in the morning. But yeah, as you arrive down to East Road Charter Company, you can see the people are starting to queue up as they're getting signed up and ready, and you can see the wagons are being pulled out and set from the warehouses. There are 6 wagons. I've got that written down. Yep, 6 supply wagons. There are about 25 laborers. Then there are 12 guards. So they are there's U7 as guards. 7. So U5 plus Hannah plus Yelos. And then some others make up the guard force. And then the workers, which Jorak's there, and the rest of the guys you can meet up with. You'll see Zilna as you arrive, as they turn up, and you can see that they are hung over. They spent a fair bit of the 5 gold they were given. As you turn up, they tell you that Carl disappeared last night and that they haven't seen him. He just went with the gold.
Well, I mean,
so
at least we could just definitely say that he's just disappeared.
Yeah, he actually has disappeared. They were joking. They're like, he actually has disappeared. So yeah, you'll get signed up. You'll get set into kind of groups to walk alongside or walk along with the wagons. The wagons themselves are quite big. They have a bit of space for people to kind of jump on and sit on the back for a bit, sit up with the driver on the front. But and the workers are the drivers, the guards are kind of around. But it's everyone will take a turn and move around. But mainly the horses are being used to draw the supply wagons, and you all guards and workers are walking this trip, which is why it's like a 10-day to 2-week trip, because you've got to go out on foot. As you all arrive, Keen is going through, giving out the laws. You can see all the carriages get pulled out, all the wagons get pulled out. The wagons, as they pull through the boxes here, have a complete assortment of different bits on them, and at first glance it is not easy to see which ones are if any ones are Talon ones and which ones are just normal. Of the 6 wagons, you assume the Talon's goods are across here somewhere. You can see some of them that are like barrels that are full of stuff that clearly weren't the bits you had, but it's very difficult without investigation en route to immediately be like, okay, have they kept stuff together? Have they just mixed it up? What's going on? Is it all here or not? But all the workers seem to be here. The 6 wagons are loaded up, and the horses are getting ready to go as Keen goes through and kind of gives you all orders. As you all arrive and kind of mingling in, maybe not Zilna because you're mingling in with the workers per se, but guards, can you all give me investigation checks, please?
Wait, does that mean I roll better than Preacher?
Yes, it does.
Because I got a nat 1 plus 7.
Yeah. 23.
23.
11.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. Cool. You are, as you guys are all being given your orders, being told by Kian what to do, as he's kind of lined you up. So you, with the 5 other guys that are here on the guard force, Kian kind of comes in first, explains you there's 6 wagons. Split yourself out evenly among the 6 wagons. Don't spend too much time sat with the drivers. You should be patrolling. Make sure you're looking out for danger. He explains that the first couple of days are going to be easy, so don't lose your focus as you go through. Gives you the full rundown of what to be expecting when you're out on the road, what to look out for, what your role should be in keeping these workers. He explains as well to you that the workers are little shits. They'll give you shit because you're going to get paid more than them. But if the workers die and you guys don't get the workers to the shift, you guys will not be getting paid. Your job is to get the goods and the workforce to the building site. If we turn up with only goods and no workers, you don't get paid. We turn up with only workers and no goods, you don't get paid. You have to protect the people here. So it's like, suck it up. You're getting paid more than them. They're going to give you shit. just fucking suck it up. As they're going through, the rest of you kind of listen to what's going on. Kos, you catch eyes with a freshly shaved Borash, who clearly recognizes you. Obviously, you're pretty standoff. You're pretty easy to spot in a crowd, being a Githyanki. And he, between the crowd of workers, you and him kind of lock eyes, and you can see that he's shaved his mustache off, but you can see that he and confirm Borash is amongst the workers that are here, and he has clocked you.
That's fine, I'll just grin at him.
Mm-hmm. You can see that there's like a grimace on his face. So they get you all set up. You'll get kind of split up across the wagons. Workers, you get a similar chat to like, don't lag behind, don't slow the caravan down. Like, your hard work is to come. If you can't even manage to keep up with the work, you're not strong enough to be workers, to build the road. And they're pretty harsh. You hear Zilna on like if you fall behind too many times, we will just leave you behind. They kind of give you an opposite weirder chat where it's like, you are expendable. If you can't get yourself to your first day's work, you ain't getting paid as well. So it's like, you need to keep up. You need to make sure you're not lagging behind. You need to make sure you're keeping yourself safe. And the guards, you get the speech of, we cannot lose workers, otherwise you're not going to get paid. Like, you need to get the workforce there. So with Key and getting everyone set, wagons kind of start to roll out, and you all start heading off on the Eastwood Road. That road that has been built, so it is going to be nice until you get to the Oak House. As you start out on your journey towards Alba. 10 to 14 days worth of travel, depending on what goes on. The first part is on the road that's already been built, so should be pretty damn nice. And yeah, this is you now as you leave behind the Islet Kingdom for some period of time. We will nearly there. We will be not speeding through each day, but we won't be playing out every single day like we played out on the journey down. So there's some things that can happen along your journey, and we will break it up into chunks. So for the first kind of couple of days,
is the D6 back?
It's the D6 rolls. So can you all give me D6 rolls, please? 1s and 6s are all I care about. Well, are good or bad. Shout them out.
2.
Oof.
3.
Oof.
3.
2.
4.
Oh, a whole lot of 2s. Okay. Nothing too. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Nice. You right now. First 2 or 3 days you spend. If there's bits that you guys want to do with each other when you're traveling, or things you want to look out for, just shout and we'll do it in like a montage over a couple of days. But yeah, as the wagons roll out, the first couple of days are uneventful.
I just want to keep a continuous check on Borash, because I plan to try and kill him at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can spend. Yeah, I mean, you'll be traveling for days. You can spend your time each morning checking out the way that you guys move between the wagons and the way that the workers move. They can't get away, but there's still like 24, 25 of these workers you're trying to keep track of. So yeah, each day you make sure you spend the time to like know where he is. But yeah, that's all you can do as you're moving through.
And I, in the same sort of sense, keep an eye out if there's any of the others that I recognise from the boats.
Yes, you can. I'll tell you what. Give me a group. Give me a group investigation check, please.
13.
18.
Oh, nice.
15.
12.
So everyone.
13.
I was that flipping missing one. 13. Okay. Okay. You over the first couple of days, I need to work this down somewhere. You manage to pinpoint out either by recognizing face, like roughly recognizing faces, or using Borash as like the central pin, people that he is talking to multiple times, you identify 3 talents. So you know of 4 talents that you would be able to spot in this group of 24 workers. Right now. 3 identified. Nice. That worked. At the end of the first couple of days, and again, you make camp alongside the route as you're going. You have stuff that sits within some of the wagons, so you can make up just very basic tents. You take watches in the evening as you go through, and you kick off on like the 3rd or 4th day as a call goes out from the back, from the watchman on the back, that there is a mounted party approaching and to make way on the road. As the kind of carts start to move over, they get all of the workers moved over to the right-hand side. This party of horses rides by about 6 or 7 horses as they shuttle by quite quickly, riding quite fast out of the Islet Kingdom towards Albert on this newly formed road. Can you all give me perception or investigation checks again for this group as they pass by and try to identify anything about them?
25.
Good.
Yeah, nat 20 for perceptions for 23.
Okay.
15 perception.
My investigation, to clarify.
15 investigation.
Okay.
And an 18 investigation.
Cool. 15s and the 80s. So anything like 15 to 20. You guys spot, those of you that know these people, you spot a black dragonborn riding one of these horses, and you spot a red cloaked human male. You spot Rad. So 2 of these, 2 of the people on these horses, you recognize quite easily. They are like what's the word? They got cloaks and hoods up, and they're riding covered for like a quick journey as they shoot out. But yeah, you definitely pick up that you see Rad and you see Zephyrax riding to get ahead of the caravan. They are shooting eastward bound. Those that got above 20 can see that the others that are riding with them are not dressed in Talon garb, but you catch glimpses of a coloration that you had seen fighting, and it looks like some of those guards that were being trained by the Githyanki are part of this group. They seem to make up the rest of the party that are riding with them. So Zephyrax and Rad are riding eastbound with the not Talon guard dressed uniforms, but those in those kind of like dark coppery purple color.
Can I spot Borash?
Yes.
Can I see how he reacts to seeing them ride past? Is he shocked? Is he expecting it?
He is. Does he? Ooh. Who got that 20? You got that 20?
Me.
You can see Borash is trying to stay. He gets himself to the edge of the road. He is still trying to not portray anything. So he doesn't look surprised by this as they're passing by. Nor does he give himself away in any way. With a nat 20, Willow, you see that on the pass by of the caravan, that Borash hands off a note or something. There is like a brief hand to hand passing off, which he rolled incredibly high on a sleight of hand check for, that you pick up.
To the people riding by.
To
Rad or one of the
to
people
one of
in
the guards
the
that are running.
people. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Or
yeah.
the people they
No,
were
they're
training.
not
Okay.
Githyanki, the trainers.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they ride past you, you can see that Borash, and yeah, of course, you know that Borash gets to like the front to see, but it doesn't stop the party. It doesn't try and stop the communication. But yeah, you see with that he hands off something, but you can't see whether it was like a bag, whether it was a note. It was something small because it happened so quick, and it literally was as they rode, like his hand just come up in time, and they briefly touched, and away they go. No stopping, no slowing of the horse. It was a very, very smooth handover.
How far away is Cos from Borash? Because I know he's looking at him.
Far enough. What do you mean?
I was just going to walk up by Cos and just I'll let the others know as well. But given that he knows the Githyanki were training there, just because he didn't get above a 20, to say that they were wearing the stuff that you described, the kit from the people that the Githyanki were training, and then keep an eye on our moustached friend. I'm pretty sure he just passed something off to them. And I will tell when there's an opportunity. I will also tell all the others as well. But I wanted to tell Cos first.
Yep, sweet, nice. So yeah, that you spot that handover. But yeah, they don't stop. They don't speak to they don't stop and talk to the horses. But those horses, as they ride past, they're riding at they're not riding the horses at like full speed, but they're riding in bloody fast. Like you are at walking pace pulling these things, and this is like 4 days in, so they've probably left and made up that distance over a day or two max to catch you at that speed. But yeah, this is like 4 days into your journey.
And how many days are we from the first proper rest break?
They're all the way to the only proper rest break at a safer location will be when you get to the end in 10 to 14 days. If it goes well, 10 days.
Oh, I thought you said there was somewhere at the end of where the road is so far.
Yeah, that's when you're getting to. So your destination is 10 to 14 days away. All the way as you're stopping on your walk through, you're making camp up the side of the road.
If we're making camp, I can, and we can hide it. I do have Leonard's tiny hut, or Leonard's tiny hut, what it was called.
Yeah. So that is
Leonard's tiny hut. So a few people and I can rest and get their stuff back.
Would you want to do magic when we know that there's talons around?
It's whether you would want to.
It's an opaque thing as well, so they can see it. Everybody can see it.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure who are the talons.
Oh, okay.
You don't know. You have been hired on as guards, and everyone else is everyone's camping up here. So the full 50 to 60 people are making when you guys camp up on this race, you make quite a big camp because there's like 60 people. So everyone's camping. So you could, if you wanted to, try and sneak away and set it up and then come back in time. But it's whether it only be, unless the first 4 days, unless you're saying you're using spells to do stuff, you're not using really any resources. It's just a safety thing at night.
Besides, their workers, and they're obviously not carrying proper weapons.
So yeah, up to you. So you could use it if you wanted. If you want to use a spell slot to do it, but you're then chancing using magic. And whilst you know the talons aren't running the caravan, you've seen what happens when magic is used around the talons, and it's not to say that you could necessarily trust that you would be ratted out. Probably quite a bit of prestige or gold to be made by ratting out magic users still to the talons. So it would be a risk to use magic still. But yeah, up to you. That is your first couple of days, and the first event of note, other than keeping note. You guys have spent 4 days getting to know some of the workers, getting to know the guards and stuff around you. You've managed to identify 3 talons amongst the group, and Borash. So at least 4 of the 24 are talons. And then at the start of this 5th day of travel, you see this horsebound party that have crossed ahead of you, heading in the exact same direction you are heading, and a note was passed from Borash to one of the riders, very stealthily picked up by Willow, as they are now going to be ahead of you, and at your pace they're going to get to wherever you're getting, if they're going to the same place, way ahead of where you are. But we will stop there. As they get ahead, we will pick up the rest of the journey next time. As it's gone past 11 o'clock. So yeah, have a think if there's any bits you want to do. If there are stuff, there are bits you want to do between those days, but we will take it in a section of days with D6 rolls and some planned events for the rest of the trip. GG's. Bye bye, Islet Kingdom. Bye bye, the King's brother. You don't have a head. Ta-ta.